Yeah, it's about that time. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Thursday night live stream on Drums and Drams. And I shouldn't say another Thursday night live stream because I haven't done one of these in 2 months. So welcome to Q2 of Drums and Drams this year. We have a special guest in the house. You might remember Joe, and let me see if I can get my camera to turn around to see Joe. Or is the camera on your computer? No, it's not. It says it's not connected. Let's see if I can share this. We have a special guest in the house, is what I'm trying to say. Allow accessory to connect. I don't know if it's going to work. Oh, there it is. And there he is. What's up, Joe? He's chugging Stitzel 31 tonight. All right. Michter's. No, not Stitzel yet.
Not yet. You gotta warm up.
All right, so we're gonna have a fun live stream tonight. Hit that like button on your way in. I'm gonna go through a bunch of stuff you guys saw in the thumbnail. We are gonna have a giveaway this evening. We're gonna have a sample giveaway. We're gonna have 3 winners. You can find all of the winning samples that are gonna be included in that 10 pour 1 ounce each sample pack in the description of the video. However, one of the things that's going to be in that sample pack, I'm going to send you 3/4 of an ounce of, because I'm already running low on this bottle and I need to not kill this before the end of this year for Whiskey of the Year stuff, and that's going to be the Stitzel Reserve. So this is in the giveaway. There are going to be 3 winners. I debated on whether to have only 2 winners tonight and you get an ounce of this as well, or to have 3 winners and cut this down to 0.75. We're going to do it that way. We're going to have 3 winners. You get an ounce of 9 of those things, and you get 3/4 of an ounce of that thing. So the reason that I have Blade and Bow on the thumbnail this evening is because it's just essentially going to serve as a point of comparison, kind of a warm-up pour as we move into the Stitzel Reserve. I know I've already reviewed that product. And then everything else, the Elijah Craig 15, I don't think I've talked about that yet on the channel. I've got another barrel to compare it to. I've got a lot of cool things here. Nashville Barrel Company 24-year Barton. Another sample over here, which is the Reverie's Behemoth Barrel 801 19-year. So yeah, we're going to be flush with whiskey this evening. So I've got a little Eagle Rare 12 as a warm-up. Cheers, everybody. Let me know what you're sipping in the live chat this evening. And again, please hit that like button on your way in. Let's get some people hanging out tonight. And now I need to throw... Sorry, I have Joe, the banner up for tonight's giveaway, and then Joe will make it magically appear, which is pretty sick.
Did you make a banner?
I did, yeah. Let me see. It's under tip jar.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, it should be like the second one. Joe might throw things on the screen and make funny sound effects tonight too, because he can do that now. So we'll have a little fun with it. So there we go. That's loud as shit. We might have to turn that down. Well, actually, it's just in my headphones. I don't know for the audience. Oh, there you go. You guys tell Joe how loud the sound effects are when he chimes in with those things. Oh my goodness. What's up, everybody? Good evening. Hope you're all doing well. First sip of the night, Eagle Rare 12. Best warm-up pour. And the junkies loved Eagle Rare 12 today. I'm pretty sure that's what the video was. Tom Monzo, thank you for $100 super chat, man. That's crazy. How many entries before Joe gets to bottle chug Blade and Bow 30 for the rest of the stream? How many more entries? What's 2,000 divided by 5? 400. How about 400 entries, Tom? Then I'm 2/3 of the way to another Blade and Bow 30. Tom, thank you for that super chat, man. I really appreciate it. Tom's in a gambling mood tonight, Joe. Tom's bringing his degeneracy here. Thank you, Tom. Guy, good to see you, man. So I think this evening, I think what we'll start with is probably, let me make sure I'm correct on the proof here. Yeah, it's going to be the Michter's 10. So we're going to kick off with Michter's 10. This is a 2026 barrel. I don't think literally maybe had 1 sip of this bottle. So I don't remember anything about it if I have even sipped this. I know I've just opened it at the very least. What's going on here? Oh, I'm getting PayPals and stuff. I gotta be on my toes tonight with the PayPals. Since I got Joe helping me track super chats. All right. So yeah, as usual, guys, this is a bottle at 94.4 proof. This Michter's. Tonight's stream, we're not gonna do any blinds. I was planning on doing it, but we have so much whiskey to get through. It's just gonna be one of these marathon tasting nights. I'm sure we'll get into some comparisons that I am not expecting at this point. So we'll see where the night takes us. Swogstar, thank you. That's 10 entries. I appreciate it. Cheers right back at you. Ed Porter, what's up, man? Another local here. Sipping on Riverproof Augusta Distilled. How is that, man? Is it their own stuff or is it sourced? Because I thought their stuff was pretty young, but maybe they are just showcasing their younger whiskey. I'm not too hip to what they're doing down there as far as their own distillate. Dustin, man, good to see you. What's up, brother? Hope all is well. Everything's great, man. Sarah is getting ready to pop in like 4 weeks, so we're getting the final preparations going. All right, I'm just checking the chat here. Cam has no intro. Oh, Terry. What's up, Bev Porter? Good to see your name in here. And we got Junior with 4 entries. I take back all the mean things I said about the lack of content. Missed you, buddy. Cheers, Joe. Well, this isn't real content. This is live stream. But I did export my first video in 4 months tonight, or today, earlier. So it's real. Things are coming again. Yeah, applause, dude. What's up, Adam? Pim is continuing the streak. Oh my god, and he's literally at a casino right now. Degenerate. Sam says shalom. Shalom, Sam. All right. On to this Michter's 10 this year. I might have to pull last year's Michter's 10 just as a comparison. I don't have my 24 anymore. The 23 is not a fair comparison. On the nose, compared to Eagle Rare 12, I mean, it's typical stuff here. It's kind of chocolatey, kind of like berry notes. Honestly, not a ton of acetone like I would normally get on some of these. I mean, it varies depending on the single barrel, but I don't think I get too much acetone on this Michter's 10. So, down the hatch, as Matt Porter says. All right. I feel like I want... What are you sipping on right now, Joe?
Michter's barrel strength.
You got the barrel strength? I'd probably like that barrel strength better than this 10-year. This 10-year is like... This is kind of underwhelming. Yeah. I feel like this Michter's 10... I feel like we were on an upward trajectory from 2021. Then we got to 23, and it was like such a step up. 24... on average, I think was just as good as the 23s. Like, it didn't have the 23A version of a 2024, but I thought the 24s were great, and it feels like we're kind of falling back down maybe in quality on this Michter's 10, but it's hard for me to tell that just from one barrel, so I'll compare it to this 2025 A batch and just see what we get. Have any of you guys out there tried the Michter's 10 bourbon this year? And if so, what do you think of it, especially compared to like previous years? How does it compare to 1924? We're gonna get into the comparisons right away, huh? Okay, let me pull 1924. I'm tempted to say, this is 1924 batch 3. I'm tempted to say that this is gonna be better than the Michter's 10 this year. And if that's true, that would be kind of crazy, just as far as price point is concerned. Okay, so over here, on your right is the 26, on your left is the 25, and then this glass right in the middle is the 1924. Joe, are you doing okay on the tracking? Sick. Thanks, man. Terry, one for Baby Leafs. Thank you, man. Appreciate the super chat. I should have logged Joe into my Venmo and PayPal so he could like get those in, but my financial future would depend on him behaving.
Straight to showroom.
Straight to secondary. Okay. So, I'm gonna grab this 2025 real quick. Okay, 2025, more acetone on this. a little bit more of a, almost like juicy fruit gum note. Okay, and then the 2026 is darker but more closed off. A little spicier, not as sweet. So it kind of depends on what you want. And then the 1924, which is again a slightly higher proof at 100, 10-year age stated. This is a very close, it's closer than it should be between all of these, like with the 1924 at half the price. I like this year, says Connoisseur Cigar. What barrel do you have? The barrel I have is B0442. That's the 2026 barrel. He's trying to get, he's going to be 30% satch in the first 30 minutes. I'm trying not to. I had a little too much last night, so all day I'm like, I don't want to stream tonight. But we're doing it for the love of the game. Jeb, thanks, man. Joe's got you in for 4. How do you have any Blade with 30 to give away with Joe there? Shout out to Nanny, you son of... We can't even... I don't want to talk about that publicly. Jeb. Thanks, man. All right. Let's do a sip of 1924 batch 3. I really like 1924 this year. It's got that like kind of more chocolatey early times mash bill note to it. It's almost like chocolate cake. It's not the most viscous pour though. That has a little bit of a thinness to the mid palate. And I think the Michters, even at a lower proof, are probably going to have like some more heft to them. All right, so now on to the 25. Yeah, that's got more richness for sure. A little bit of a brighter sweetness. Like I said, between the 25 and 26 Michter's 10, this one is the brighter, is the sweeter version. I said it had a little juicy fruit on the nose. I think the palate is just leaning more of a lighter fruit, more vanilla. It's kind of like cushy and soft. Not only on the texture, but also on the flavors. Adam, you still taking Venmo? Yeah, Venmo, PayPal. It should be in the description of the video. All those things. But use the Drums and Drams Venmo and PayPal. Just to keep it on the business side. No tax on tips, right? I looked it up. You can't count this as tips. You have to be in like the service industry or whatever, yeah. Food, whatever. Like hospitality. Like you cannot count this as tips. I'm like, come on.
You're hosting me. You're being hospitable.
There we go. There we go. Okay, and finally, guys, rounding out with this 2026 Michters, which, yeah, again, it's darker, but it's closed off. It's not as inviting. I don't like that one as much. So these are all single barrels for me. But I tell you what I think is going to be better this year. And I didn't plan on like tasting this tonight, and I'm not going to do like a full thing about it. But it is worth bringing up right now. So this is the 2026 Michter's Barrel Strength Bourbon, and I have never, ever taken these releases seriously because they've always been bad, in my opinion. They've always been very young tasting. But this 2026, I have a video coming out. I shot the video 2 days ago. I have 2 of these barrels now, and this stuff is killer this year. It has this like super rich oak profile to it, sweet oak, almost a little Kelvin-like. Almost has a little toasty vibe to it, but not in a totally toasted bourbon way. And I just think it's probably better than the Michter's 10 bourbon this year, which would be kind of shocking. Doesn't smell quite as old, but there's so much more going on here, and there's no youth. So even though it doesn't smell as old, it doesn't smell young. It's fruit, it's cola. Does have a little bit of spice kick to it. Tastes more like an 8-year product. But I think this year, just with this one single barrel of Michter's 10 bourbon, I probably like this barrel strength bourbon better. So I'd be so interested to hear from anybody that's tried the barrel strength bourbons this year, because the 2 that I've had so far, they are different. This is the darker one of the two. The other is a little more like strawberry shortcake. But both of them are on a different level than the 2025 Michter's Barrel Strength Bourbon. Sam said, you just got a freak single barrel bourbon. No, I got two of them, Sam. They're both good. All right, thank you guys for the super chats. Matt, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Got you in for 4. Ed Porter, thanks. $50 is crazy. Appreciate you, Ed. Got you in for 10 entries. Stone Cold Steve Indy, what will be the Satch level tonight? Hopefully not too high by the end, but once the Stitzel 31 comes out at 162 proof, all bets are off. Thank you, Steve. And then my bourbon buddy said, cheers for the love of the game. Yes, sir. What's Adam saying? Oh, Nancy Fraley. Hey, Ken, just now seeing this. I've been working overseas for a while, so I've gone AWOL. As always, wonderful to see you. Good to see you too, Nancy. Hey, Nancy, batch 497 cigar blend. I don't know what you're doing now, but, we've talked. There was that phase of cigar blends that I wasn't the biggest fan of that had that kind of yeastier MGP note to it. The stuff that you're putting out now is totally my jam. So whatever you're doing, at least for me, keep doing that because it's awesome. 497, I don't know what the batch is called or anything, but yeah, really good stuff. Good to see you, Nancy. I don't think I can sit on this live until that video comes out. I'll have to sleep at least once. I don't know what that's talking about. Wings and Whiskey, thank you for the super chat. I have the Peerless 10 year and it beats the brakes off my Michter's 10 from last year and it's not even close. I was going to taste the Peerless 10 tonight. I'm not going to do that. That's just going to come out in a video. I have opinions and I don't want to get into it tonight. We'll get bogged down. So I'm going to make a video and that's going to be it for that one. Oh, Matt Porter. Dude, I miss you too. What's up, Matt? Good to see you, man. Okay. I don't know, Joe. The Michter's Barrel Strength Bourbon is good. It does smell notably younger now in comparison, but like, I don't know. I'm always so hard on Michter's 10 because it's like $200. But if I could choose a bottle to warm up with, it's Michter's 10, you know? Okay. Let's get these out of here. So at the end of the day, is Michter's 10 bourbon this year worth $200? No. Is it ever worth $200? I don't know. Maybe not, maybe it's never going to be that for me, but except for the 2023 A's. Those were freak barrels. If this becomes an erotic whiskey show, can it then be counted as tips? Maybe in a very different way, Tom, yeah. All right, let's get to pouring the next thing. Let's stay on the Brown-Forman thing for just a quick second because this was not on the thumbnail, but I thought it's a bottle that we should take a look at tonight. I've had this for a little while. I think March 26 is when it came out. This is the High Angel Share Rye. I don't think I've done this on a stream yet. If I have, forgive me, but we'll taste it right now again regardless. This bottle to me flew under the radar. I think a lot of the 117 series are just not talked about very much anymore. Mostly because, once Jackie Zykan left, I think we did see a quality dip in these products, but a few of them, that doesn't mean that they've all been bad since she left. I just think we've had maybe a couple clunkers along the way. But this is 110 proof. It's a bunch of short barrels. I don't know that the ages are out there. I want to say this was like 7 to 9 or something, but I can't remember. Crazy dark color for what it is, from Old Forester. Let's check it out. And it's like $60. Jams and Drams says, not to brag or anything, but scored a Cal 18 for $3.50. That's a great price. That's a great price. And it's a much better whiskey at that price, You're not going to feel bad every time you pop it open. Can't wait to see glossy-eyed Cam. Yeah, if I start talking slow, Junior, tell Joe to turn the stream off. Oh, look at this, dude. Look at these banners. Oh, my goodness. Joe is killing it. All right. High Angel Share Rye has an incredible nose. I don't even know how to really describe this. It's kind of in the same vein I was saying as like the 1924. I get a lot of chocolatey notes from this, but because it's a rye, it has a little like, there's a little bit of prickliness on the nose, but it's not very herbal. Let me get it on the palate and I'll come back. It's very syrupy. And very oaky too. Wow. This is like getting into molasses, like old President's Choice territory, like the initial bourbons that came out from President's Choice, not the new stuff that's not very good. This has that chocolatey, molassesy, heavy, syrupy kind of mouthfeel with a nice little bit of spice on the palate too. Wow. This is easily the best thing I've tasted tonight. Beats the crap out of the Michter's 10s. Beats the crap out of the Michter's Barrel Strength Bourbon, the 1924. I mean, honestly, this could be a dark horse as like a top 20 whiskey of this year. Like this could end up in a blind flight, really doing a number on things. I think it could probably compete with the Jack 12, to be honest, this year, which I didn't like very much as far as I remember. I think this would probably be, yeah, maybe better than Jack 10 and 12 this year. Yeah, please hit that like button, guys. Matt's looking for the love in all the right places. Cam, preach, Heaven Hill 22 or Russell's 15. What's the better pour? I mean, they're both a little rough around the edges. Joe, I don't know that, man. I'd probably say Russell's 15. Yeah. Russell's 15 is more unique. It still is not perfect. I think they proofed it down too much. I think that's what kind of makes it have that problem for me. Heaven Hill 22, I don't know why. I can't love that whiskey. I really like it, but I can't love it. So I love Russell's 15. I have to not touch my Russell's 15 or else it's going to go away very quickly. How does Michter's 117 compare to a Michter's 10 rye? Oh, the new Michter's 10 ryes since 2022 and on have not been good for me. They've all been more rye forward. There's less density, less creaminess. It feels to me like the distillate and or the cooperage changed in there, or the age or something, because the stuff from 2021 and before, especially if you go back to the 19F barrels, for whatever reason, it has like a dusty quality to it. This would compete with those earlier ones. As far as the new ones, I don't even feel like I need to grab a bottle to tell you that this is going to kill current Michter's 10 rye. So if you live in Kentucky and you see these high angel share ryes hanging around, I'm not kidding. I would buy 3 of them. I would buy 1 to drink and have 2 backups, because at $60, I don't know that there's a better Old Forester product on the market right now. I mean, birthday bourbon's not good last year. President's Choices are kind of falling off. I mean, the President's Choice ryes were good. The one that I had was good. I think it made top 20 for me last year. But this would be right there with that, I think. Nancy says, Cam, I'd be happy to chat about the down period at Magnus, but I'm thrilled to see how things have come back. Oh, yeah, Nancy, it's like very obvious. I think the quality, again, like this is just me. A lot of people love those batches, but I'm just sensitive to that one note, and I've said that ad nauseum to you. So I'm not trying to preach to the choir by any means. But yeah, I think the shift from my palate has been so noticeable and very much appreciated. And it seems like you scaled up production. So to scale up production and improve quality is something that probably nobody else in the market is doing right now, because everyone else is doing the opposite, it seems like. Give Joe a raise. Pen privileges on Discord. We'll talk about it, Adam. We'll talk. Actually, did I take those away or did I never give them to you? Because I can't remember.
I think you took them away.
Did I? What did you pen something that was?
Probably.
I can't remember.
Probably.
Joe is definitely adding value. There we go. Did I miss anybody's super chats in here? I don't think I have. So I'm gonna pull up Venmo, PayPal stuff and just get a little jump on that. So anyways, let's do one more sip of this high angel share rye. So good. So good. Highly recommend. If I had to like score this right now off the cuff, which It's not a binding score. I need to sit down with it, not in the context of all this, but I would say that's like an 85, 84, 85 kind of whiskey for me. So it's in that range. For the price point being about $120 for a full bottle, it doesn't really get much better than that from a rating to price perspective in my eyes. Joe said they only let me buy 2 of the Old Forester Rye at the distillery in Louisville, and they took driver's license. Wow, okay. I know some stores got it. I think there was like light distribution in the area, but that's good to know, Joe. I honestly need to get a backup of that bottle. Did you have whatever barrel Kenny has for Michter's Tin Rye from 2025? That one was really cool. No, Tom, I don't think I tried that. Is Toshi in here? What's up, man? Dude, good to see you. Toshi, did you ever crack hot chocolate, by the way? I'm only here hoping for a Caduce appearance. I should send Mike the link. Wouldn't it be sick to get Mike on here for just a second? Caduce, if you're here, say something in the chat. We'll bring you on for a second. Sam, I love that Sam keeps track of this because this was my very first rating video and things have changed since then, Sam. So you can't, I told you you can't hold C923 to an 85. Not that those numbers matter that much. It's all make-believe, dude. Okay, is this gonna be next? What's next? I think we're gonna do Elijah Craig 15. Yes, this looks about right. Toshi Cam, I did, and it's wild. I really enjoyed it. I had a couple pours. I'll have another one right now. To start, maybe not to start the night, Toshi, unless you don't need your stomach lining, dude. Get rid of it. With the help of 149 proof Barton. No way. Joe, did you know this, man? Did you know that liquid ministry lids are just a lid glued to a normal lid? Did you know that?
No.
I just unscrewed this and it came off. And I was like, oh, my lid's breaking. That's how they did their thing. Whoa, production hack. I bet that's tedious to glue all these. Oh, that is so funny. The more you know. Elijah Craig 15, barrel 11. So guys, I'm gonna compare 2 barrels of Elijah Craig 15. I have barrel 11. Okay, that's just gonna, I have my trash can. I got barrel 11 and barrel 76. Jeremy, so you've seen this too? I think that's so funny, man. I mean, it's probably a lot easier to do that than to have somebody like mold those for you and make your own design. Nancy said, Cam, just to let you know, one batch of Magnus Cigar there's only one Armagnac barrel, which is about 2.553 gallons. So a so-called batch is extremely small, if not micro. Let's go with micro batch. Come on, Nancy. Okay, that's good info. Joe, thank you for the super chat. Hoping you'll announce your 2025 Whiskey of the Year tonight. Michter's funny. All done. Moving on. Thanks, Joe. All right. Let's do some Elijah Craig 15, which one of the most anticipated bottles for me because it's Heaven Hill. I love Heaven Hill. I don't love most of what they put out these days. It all kind of falls short in most cases. Think back to last year with Unity and Old Fitz 11 and all that stuff. But this 15, very excited about it, and I haven't done this single barrel comparison yet, so this is going to be interesting. Wow. Adam sent me this sample, this barrel 11. It smells pretty much better than the other one. So people have been saying that the low barrel numbers are better on these. I don't know if that's true. I can't imagine that it would be the case. I think they would just probably allocate the barrels we're going to put in the release, and then they're just going to go down the line and they're going to, dump these things, proof them, and bottle them. But it is worth pointing out that both of these have a nice sweet oak profile to them. It's very classic Kentucky caramelized brown sugar kind of notes with a sweet oak base. You get a little bit of that effect where if you proof a whiskey down with water a little too much, it gets a little bit of an oak water note to it. This has a tinge of that. Like Elijah Craig 18 really has that in spades. I think that's what hurts that whiskey because it goes down to 90. This has a teeny bit of the oak water sensation to it, but it's just enough to kind of, you know, add a layer and not take anything away. But Barrel 11 is just a darker whiskey than Barrel 76. 76 is a little bit, that's a little more anemic, a little lighter, just kind of less overall on the nose. The other thing you have to consider about these Elijah Craig 15s is they might have a lot of different proof points before they proof them down to 108. So each barrel could have a different amount of water added. And I think that's going to also contribute to the differences. Like the more water you add, the more chance you have of the whiskey falling apart. And so I think if you get one like this Barrel 76, maybe that's what you're dealing with. The reason why it feels a little bit lighter. Could be rickhouse placement, could be a lot of different things. But I'm going to try 11 now first. Yeah, 11's good. It's just, it's not special whiskey. It's just damn good, you know, Kentucky bourbon. It's about as classic of a flavor profile as you're going to get. Joe, have you tried EC15 before? Adam's sample has a teeny bit of maybe sample taint. I don't know. Like, it would be super slight. But if you want to try this one, maybe. Yeah. This one is sweeter. Barrel 76, much, much sweeter. More vanilla. And much lighter on the palate, too. So these do have quite a bit of variance, even just between these two barrels. Birdsby says, those lids leak all the time. It's embarrassing. Do they really? I don't know if I've had a leaky aged Anor. I'd have to go back and think about that. D-Hall, are you talking about the Fall 25 Old Fitz decanter? How was it? If it's the 11-year, yeah, it was the 11-year VVS, the red one. Don't open it. Trade it. Get it out of there. It was just a bottle of nothing to me. There's nothing very, very special about it. Ed says, I've got 10, 80, and 254. 80 is the best. Okay, so that would go against the possible theory of the lower numbers being better. Cam versus Heaven Hill or Cat Williams versus Kevin Hart? Which one's the biggest hater? Dude, I feel like I'm abused by Heaven Hill because it's my favorite distillery and all they do is release stuff that makes me want to pull my hair out. It's like the whiskey that they have available to them and this is what they do with it. Stop. Oak Water Sensation would be a good NDP or tasting room name. Too bad we don't know anyone that would seriously consider starting an NDP. Tony! It's in motion, dude. Stop. For real. Sorta. Tell Adam I need $50,000. Tell him I'll give him 12% interest. Wow, the difference is crazy between these. Okay. So Elijah Craig 15, this is a bottle. If I'm thinking about like, someone asks, you know, do you recommend this? I would say, yes, I recommend it. I would not pay over SRP for this bottle, which is $150. And I don't think you need to back it up. I think you just need one of these on your shelf at any given time. It's either kind of a warm-up pour or just like, if you're gonna go to higher proof stuff, it's a good warm-up. But if you're gonna sit with one thing all night and you don't mind like drinking a couple ounces of a $150 bottle, if that's like in your budget, you could just sit with EC15 all night and be completely happy, and you're gonna have this kind of experience the entire night. Nothing wrong with that. But I don't think anybody needs to go, I don't think you need to hunt single barrels of this. Even though some are better, I think you're just gonna, it's a wild goose chase because there's so many barrels of it to try to keep track of. There's hundreds and hundreds. Yeah, so I think it's just kind of a one and done situation. Just keep it on the shelf. Adam, speaking of 50K. Well, yeah, what about it, Adam? Let's talk. I need a loan. Add a zero. Let's make it 500K, Adam. Come on. Ed, you saw my comment on Showroom about Heaven Hill. Despite the exceptional stuff they're sitting on, their products are quickly dwindling. Connoisseur Circle was a joke. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard some of the things that are going on with it now, with like the William Heaven Hill single barrel happening. But yeah, I don't know. Seems like a lot of money. Isn't it like $2,000 to be a part of it? Mike, thank you for the super chat for Joe's raise and tip. He's doing the heavy lifting tonight. Yeah, he is. He really is. Adam said, no, never mind. Yeah, Mike, good point. What's Joe's Venmo or PayPal? Oh! Dude, I'll pay him off at the end. Don't worry. So, Joe, if I read you names, are you cool? Yeah. Like if I do the Venmo stuff? Okay. All right, I'm going to pour this EC15 back. I think in my EC15 review, I might have to do 2 barrels. They're so different, I feel like. Probably needs discussed. On it? Yeah. That's like, I think that's that oak water thing.
Okay.
You know, I think it kind of falls into that. Joe said acetone on it. But it's like, it's a little different than the Michter's acetone, or the Brown Foreman, but it's, yes. Okay, what are we doing next? Let's be disappointed next.
Are you gonna read Venmos?
Oh, yeah. Travis Robeson, in for 2 entries, says, about time I get to see this stud on a stream. Thank you, Travis. All right, guys. We're going to go to Four Roses Mother's Day. It's a 14-year OBSQ. This is the barrel 66-3I, 57.7% ABV. This will be in the sample pack tonight. Just a reminder about the giveaway tonight, guys. We've had a few more people jump in, 166 in chat, which is awesome. Please hit that like button. We're just kind of marathon tasting some things this evening. I got Joe help me out, which is awesome. 3 giveaway winners this evening. In the description of the video, you'll see the 10 pours that are going to be in it. You get an ounce of everything, except the Stitzel is going to be 0.75 ounces because I'm trying to make this thing last for giveaways here, giveaways in the Patreon, and like sampling it to friends and other content creators. So that's 3/4 of an ounce, but there's going to be 3 winners for that sample pack this evening. So you can check those things out. It's most of what I'm tasting tonight, except for like some of the comparisons that end up popping up. All right, let's make a little room here. We still have like 24-year Barton from NBC, 19-year Heaven Hill from Reveries, Bladen Boat 30, Stitzel 30. We have a long night. We have the Jack Fire Brigade Rye, which that's a very special bottle. So thank you, Travis. Peter Chase said 2 entries. He said, welcome back, in for 2. Thank you, man. Brian L, 3 entries. A couple ticket emojis. Gardner Reese paid 10, 2 entries. Thank you, Gardner. Cheers. Let's do 3 more. Adam Hyman, Adam H, in for 4. Thank you, Adam. Cheers. Ma Lee is in for 5. Says, cheers to Sarah Jr. Yep, a couple weeks away. Old Madeline's joining us. And then Anthony Lawson is in for 4 with a fire emoji and a whiskey emoji. And then next up will be Easton. I got a couple more here, and I'll check PayPal in a little bit. All right. Tony D, thank you. 10 entries, man. Cheers to giving this YouTube thing a try. Yeah, it's been a little bit. Sorry, man. Whoops. Thanks, Tony. I can't wait to get to this Reverie sample. All right, on the nose, Four Roses Mother's Day, which I think these are down secondary to like $200. So that's just barely over SRP at this point, because I think these were $150 at the distillery, if I remember. So on the nose, I feel like I'm getting your typical like Four Roses floral cinnamon spice combination on here. It's a little bit thin on the nose. Like it's more spice driven than it is body and flavor driven. There's kind of a, I don't know, peachiness almost to this. Like that's kind of the pocket of fruit flavors that we're sitting in. But overall, it's just kind of floral spicy, but not enough to kind of back it up. And on no planet would I ever think this is a 14-year product just by smelling it. I think it's, I don't know. Let me know if you guys have tried this one. It's definitely got spice. Even at 115.4, I think is what it is. Yeah, 57.7. Lots of spice on this. A little bit of a like strawberry candy bubblegummy thing on the mid palate. But the entire time, this is the high rye mash, this is the Q yeast, and you get that, right? Like you get all that floral, all that spice in here. It does carry through, but there just are not a lot of Four Roses things coming out that are doing it for me either. And I know I sound like a hater on a lot of these things, but I think tonight, I mean, I like the Old Forester a lot. I like Elijah Craig 15, even though, Elijah Craig 15 has a certain goal it's going for. It's only 108 proof. It's not going to blow your socks off. But you look at this stuff from Four Roses. These are supposed to be like the LEs, like the distillery only kind of limited releases. And I look at this. I look at the Four Roses limited edition small batch from last year, which I thought was terrible. I just wonder what's going on with Four Roses. It feels like the whiskey is just really, really lacking oak presence or body. And it takes a tier 5 or tier 6 product, and it takes a freakishly good barrel to even have enough oomph behind that spice to make the whiskey feel like it's worthwhile. And I like the Q yeast strain. I tend to like OBSQ and OESQ. I have the TS85 run. I have the Bevmo 9-year, 5-month TS85. It's amazing. It's so great. It's better than this, and that's a 9-year product. So age with Four Roses does not tell the story. It's run dependent and tier dependent, and I think that's kind of it. I don't even think it's really yeast dependent at this point. I think any yeast strain can be good. Yeah. I mean, maybe I'm being a little hard on this one. And I think this is maybe just the style that Four Roses is moving towards now. I just think it's getting even more floral, even more spicy. Last year's Father's Day was good, but if you go back to the last great Four Roses release, it was the 2024 Father's Day, the 16-year OESVs. Those were lights out barrels. And there's a reason those are 800 on secondary now, and the other ones are not like that. Cam, can't believe you didn't save the Mother's Day bottle for Sarah. Sarah's off the sauce, man. No, she'll be okay. She has so much to taste when she can drink again. She's not tasted Blade and Bow, Michter's 20, Stitzel. She's had none of this stuff. So, and all the barrel picks have been without Sarah. So she's got a lot to get into. Caduce, what's up, man? Hey, I've been trying to get a hold of you. You want to jump on the stream for like 22 seconds? Joe can send you a link. If you want to jump on for like 22 seconds, man, come on. Roman Carter says, yo, man, it's been a minute. Hope life's treating you well. Thanks, man. It's good. It's just, it's been busy. Thanks for the super chat. Got you in for 2. Sam, this is for Nanny Leach. And okay. All right. Take Sam's entries off. No, I'm just kidding. Slad, Four Roses lacking oak influence. How surprising. Next, you'll tell me Makers is missing. Okay, Slad. Mute him. Let's start the tyranny right now. It's getting, I'll tell you this, the Mother's Day, whichever one this is, 3i, it's getting better as it sits in the glass. It's getting a little bit more like a mix between like a strawberry or cherry, like snow cone syrup kind of note. But I don't know. Is it bad for the price? No, it's probably worth SRP. If I rated that whiskey, it's like an 81. It's okay. I just don't ever feel like I want to pick that up and have that profile the way that it's delivered in that whiskey. Andy says, who's this guy? Where's Joe? Let me see. Can I show Joe again? Oh, nope. Resume. There he is. There's the man. We're going to get Joe lit. I'm going to show Joe every 3 minutes, so then he finishes his glass each time. Then it's game over. It only took 2 seconds to say, and I'm Mike. That's true. Is Mike going on streamer? What's up, Stooters? Bovine Diozzi. Hope to see more review videos soon. Yeah, Monday. they'll be coming back on Monday. All right, what's next? Michter's Barrel Strength Sour Mash. A lot of people have been wondering about this one because this was kind of a silent drop. I don't know that they really teased this one too much before it came out. I felt like I just saw it hit secondary one day. I'm maybe unusual in the sense that I actually like the Sour Mash standard product. I think most people are like, that shit sucks. For some reason, I have a soft spot for the Michter's low proof Sour Mash whiskey. Don't know why. And so this kind of excites me. The other interesting part about this is that it's a batch. So most Michter's things will say barrel number right here. This actually says batch number. So they're intentionally letting us know that this is a batch. It's C0897. 26C0897. Okay. Let's grab a few more Venmos here. Easton Oliver is in for 2. Thank you, Easton, with the little drum emoji. Ben Arrington with 5 entries says Thursday night fun. Thank you, Ben. Cheers, man. Mr. Slad himself, Jeremy, in for 10 entries. Thanks, man. He says thank you for content. Thank you for the super chat for being here, man. Jeff Byrne in for 1 says new tires for the gig mobile. Yeah, I actually did just buy new tires like a month ago for the gig mobile. So thank you, Jeff. Guy, Mr. Guy C in for 10 says cheers, man. Thank you, Guy. Good to see you. And now we have 2 more from Venmo at least. Adam McIntyre in for 4 says cheers, my dude. Thank you, Adam. And Lance Adams is in for 4 also says thanks. Thank you guys for the support. Hit that like button, please. Did I just see the Glocks is in here? Real quick, before that, we got Jeb in for 4. Says, how do you think Mother's Day... Okay. God, I gotta screen these first, man. I gotta screen these first. Is Courtney in here?
Courtney popped in right when you showed me taking a drink.
Oh, really?
She sent me a text that I should Uber home.
Where's she at?
She's at home.
No, I mean like in the chat. I was trying to find her.
She's in the chat.
Oh. Okay, she just texted you. Oh, I see.
Yeah. She's stalking.
Joe is the leather and oak master mule. Yes, he is. Glocks, there he is, man.
How many was Adam Mack in for?
4. Dude, look who it is. Mr. Glocks himself. What's up, man? All right. He says, I sent you a Venmo. Did you send it to my personal? You may have sent it to my personal. I'll have to check. Yes.
That would track.
It's on the personal. So just jumping in for a few. Thank you, man. In for 4 entries is Glocks. Oh, shit. And Toshi sent a $200 super chat to the personal. So, Toshi, holy crap, man.
Glocks in for 2?
Yeah. In for 4. Said just jumping in. And Toshi with $200 super chat. So 40 entries for Toshi. Said, been a minute since I've made a live. Hope you and the fam are good. Toshi, thank you, dude. Holy shit. First sip of Michter Sour Mashes for Toshi. We don't need to talk. Dude, I like this whiskey. Sam, I know Sam's in here. Sam's giving me shit saying this stuff is mid or whatever. There is something about this barrel proof sour mash I really like. It tastes like a Heaven Hill product to me. Is it amazing whiskey? No, but I think it's really good. So between this barrel proof sour mash and the barrel proof bourbon this year, for some reason, I feel like the barrel proof products from Michter's just took a massive step up. I don't know why, but this is great. I don't know if you've tried this yet, Joe. Guys, the proof on this is 110.6, just so you know.
I can come to you.
That's all good. I gotta get up and move around. Then I'll feel how saturated I am. Dude, it's got like Swiss Miss chocolate, powder kind of note on the nose. It's almost a little nutty, but not quite. And then just a very rich, kind of like maybe chocolate chip cookie, some sort of cookie, because it's brown sugary. It's brown sugary and baking spicy. I just think it's really nice. Almost a little chai note to this in a yeah. It does have a little youth to it, but it doesn't offend me for whatever reason. Reminds me of Heaven Hill though.
It's soft, but it ramps a little at the end.
Yeah. I don't know why I have a soft spot for this though. In a blind, it would probably get murdered.
Oh.
But like, whatever. I don't know what SRP is. If it's 120 like the barrel strength bourbon, then it's like only buy it if you're really, you know, trying to collect or whatever you want, or if you don't mind spending that money. But I'll always have one of these on hand, I think. I wonder what the difference would be like between.
120.
Is it 120? Like, I don't know if they did another batch of this or if they just dropped one, but I wonder what the differences of barrels or batches would be with this. Jacob says, I saw you looking for Michter's barrel strength on secondary. Is that one a banger barrel? Yeah, that's a good barrel. Although the other one I have is good too, so I wouldn't worry too much about the barrel numbers on those based on having tried at least 2 at this point. Celebration is also a batched sour mash. That's cool. Well, that's probably because they're blending bourbon and rye together, and so it ends up having a grain combination. I think that's right, that they blend bourbons and ryes in it. So then if the grain combination doesn't equal any one thing, they don't want to call it American whiskey, so then they just call it a sour mash whiskey, which is their own like made-up delineation, essentially. I would imagine that's why that is called that. Brandon Smith, in for 4. Cheers. Thanks, man. Toshi's got... Or Toshi. Joe. Why I called you Toshi, bro? I got Toshi on the... I read his name just now, and I saw 40 next to it, and I stopped in my tracks. Muddy Mud 31. Awesome name. In for 4, Muddy Mud. Okay. Nah, Toshi, you're good, man. Making up for lost time. Thanks, man. Joe, I haven't done the Rare Perfection just yet. It's actually probably going to be... Well, the proof's a little high for it being next. I got a couple more before I get to it. Sam said, it's bitter, bro. Talking about the Michter Sour Mash, but I can absolutely see it having Heaven Hill vibes. 125 too much. Yeah, I agree that 125 is too much. Yeah, 5-star, man. I hate the cost. Michter's has become more of a... I mean, I do think you get a high quality, but I also think it's just they're really trying to keep the brand premiumized with their pricing. But I do think that the quality of the barrel proof stuff is going up, which it needs to happen. What's up, Dustin? I hate you. Who you calling little man, little man? I'm just kidding, Dustin. I don't know how tall you are. All right, what's next? What's the proof? Nashville's 121. Reveries. I feel like Reveries in Nashville have to be... And then we got this. Okay, this is the plan. We'll do a Rare Perfection. Hey, Joe. Joe W. Real quick, man. So Joe sent me the Lot 1 Rare Perfection 10-year. Joe, do you want me to do the comparison tonight, or do you want me to save the comparison for the review video? Because I'm going to do the comparison on the review video for sure. I could just do my Lot 2 tonight. I don't want to take too much out of your Lot 1 bottle. So let me know what you think, and I'll look for your response before we get down to it. Oh, drink water, says Slad. Good call. I don't have any water on the table. Dustin, you're only 5'11"? You can't talk shit, dude. You gotta be 6 foot to talk shit. I'm 5'7" and a quarter, and you can't say anything to me. Danny Merzia says, putting kids to bed, so we'll have to watch tomorrow, but excited for this lineup. Thanks for the super chat, man. Joe will get you in there for 3. Joe's killing it. Up to you. Joe, I just don't want to take too much. I'm also coming through Columbus on the 31st, so if you want to hold on to it, that's cool. Yeah, let me look at it real quick and see. I should be around, assuming Sarah doesn't like. Well, you know, we're getting real close at that point. But yeah, let's talk about that. So here we go. This one's going to be interesting. This bottle just arrived today. Somebody, Whiskey Weather, talked about this. I wish the camera would focus. There we go. This is Copper and Cask, a brand that I've honestly not tried too much of. I think I've had like 1 or 2 bottles. This is batch 16 bourbon. It's 11 years old. I'm looking at the back right now. Bottled in February. It's a 24 barrel batch. So this is like a sizable batch for a product like this. They must have a lot of inventory to be able to put stuff out like this. Proof, 58.1%, so 116.2 proof. Whiskey Weather, I think, tried this a month, 2 months ago. I saw a short pop up in my feed, and he was loving this stuff. I don't know, you know, I don't know his palate super well, so I'm not sure exactly what he's into. Oh, that's a funny graphic on the back of this. But he was saying that it was like one of his favorite things he's tried so far. And I know it's early in the year, so that statement for any of us to say means less and less as we go through the year. We have to reevaluate that stuff at the end, you know, but along the way, it's fun to find these things that we are like really excited by. And so at whatever point he tried this, he really liked it. And so I'm going to see how this thing does. I don't know the mash of this one. This particular batch, if it's 2136 or if it's a blend of both, but it's just MGP bourbon. Elliot, in for 4, says having some strawberry snort cake, definitely a solid pick. I'm glad you like it, man. That, honestly, kind of a deceptive beam pick. I was not too upset. Like, the price was a little high for the 8-year age statement, but I was not upset after tasting it and the quality of that barrel. I thought it was a great barrel. So I'm glad you're sipping on it. Joe said, drink as much as you need. Let's go. Let's just kill the Rare Perfection 10 tonight. That's gonna be Joe's new bottle chug bottle. Okay, on the nose, this Copper and Cask is pretty solid. It's not a wow whiskey, but your typical MGP like fruity cream soda thing, that's really what this is centered on. There's no yeast in this, so it's not that yeasty profile that I hate. So I think the barrel selection here for this batch is very good. It's got a little bit of a youthful spice even for being 11 years old. So that would be my one knock on it. But let's see how the palate does. Yeah, you would probably be hard-pressed to find a batched MGP product with pretty good availability. I mean, this is 24 barrels. That is much better than this at this price point. This is like $100. It's very good. It's not, this is probably not going to make my top 20 this year, I don't think. I think this loses in a blind also. But you could probably put this next to a lot of Dark Arts single barrels, and you're probably going to prefer this. Of some of the newer Dark Arts 36s. The old ones, that first run that Macaulay got, those were freak barrels. I thought those were great. Some of the new ones are hit or miss for me. Some of the low proof ones I don't like as much. The high proof ones that the collection's been getting, that we've been fortunate to get a couple of, I love those high proofer ones that Dark Arts has. But as far as like in this proof range of being 116, is a very good 116 proof 11-year MGP. It's my personal preference for this age statement from MGP is to have a darker fruit profile if I can get it. This is not a darker fruit MGP. Like I said, this is more of that upper, you know, note, like cream soda and fruity thing, but it's not like grape or blackberry. But it's good. It's very good. If you're just kind of itching for some MGP right now, I bought this a couple days ago. It's probably still on their website for $100. I think that was the price at least. I would absolutely recommend picking one of these up. If I had to think about like a rating for this whiskey, this would be in that 83 territory, I think. So very, very solid. I think price and quality are very much even on this one. Yeah, 5-star, man. And that T80 range, I think the first pick we did was T60. So it was in that same realm. Dude, some of those barrels are amazing. Ed, I've not had Rare Perfection 8 or 9. I've not had those. Matt Claren, good to see you, dude. In for 4. Let me check my phone real quick. I've got a couple more Venmos come through. Al Maloney. Al Maloney in for 5. Said Cam's slush fund. Thanks, dude. Kyle Rabisky in for 2. Some of these I'm like, Joe, good luck with the spelling. It's from, if you guys see your name at the end and it's misspelled, that's because Joe's not looking at your name. He's hearing me say it out loud. And here's another one, Joe. Ernest Watola. Ernest, thank you, man. In for 2. He said water. Thanks, dude.
Ernest W.
Ernest W. There you go. What about the Copper and Cask 21-year? What? What is this? Batch 15? Is that like a light whiskey then if it's 21 years? Or is that probably George Dickel? I've never tried that, Krista. Chris, that's a new name. Welcome. If this is your first time here. Joe, drinking that Old Bones 11. Definitely loving the grape and leather. See, I'm with you, man. That's the MGP that I can't get enough of. And it's harder and harder to find these days. No, dude, you're not out of the loop. I haven't been on in 2 months. I had a couple little Patreon streams in the interim, but Monday content comes back. I've got things filmed and ready to go. Filming more this weekend, trying to get ahead of things. I could drop a video tomorrow, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. Glock said that's a light whiskey. Okay. All right, let's keep it going. Yeah, so listen, recommend absolutely if you're in the market for MGP. There's not a special quality about this. It's just very, very good for the price point and the stat profile. Moving on. Real quick, we have to feature, I mean, one of the best top 3, I don't know, craft distilleries in the country. Kittindens. Matt Crittenden makes absolutely amazing whiskey, and I hope to go back down there soon. As soon as like we have the baby for a few months, and Sarah can stay here, and I can do like a 2-day trip out of town. As soon as I can make it happen, I'm gonna email Matt and try to get back down. Crittenden's incredible whiskey, and I think this is the very first double oak rye. It's a single barrel double oak rye. It's only 5 years old. He does have rye up to like I think 8 at this point, maybe even inching closer to 9 years maybe. This was a collaboration between Mississippi Sippers, absolutely binding rating, 83. This is a collaboration between Mississippi Sippers and Spillway Wine and Spirits. And the proof point of this 5-year rye is 115.2. 60% rye in the mash. 28 corn and 12 barley. The perfect percentage of barley for not needing to add in any enzymes there. Okay. Color on this, beautiful. It's pretty friggin' dark. I know it's double oaked, but it's only 5 years old. The amount of time in the second barrel was about a year. Yeah, just over a year. And it smells great. It's Cam, you can stay home. We all want Sarah picks. I know. Joe W, thank you, man. In for 2, got to save up for some 19. Oh, yeah, the 19 years coming. I can't wait. 124 bottles of 19-year beam. Guys, if you're not in the Patreon, just letting you know, shameless plug, $5 or $10 a month. We have 19-year beam on the way, 124 bottles of it. So, like, if you're in the $10 tier, you have a very good chance, if you're ready at the drop time, of getting it. That drop is going to be within the next 2 weeks. We have probably the best MGP barrel that we've ever picked on the way. from Backbone. What else? I don't know. Some turkey barrels coming from Elkwood. Just a bunch of exciting stuff. So, okay, so this rye. I've always said that Crittenden's rye, to me, smells like Willet rye. Like the good Crittendens will have this, it's not dill. I know a lot of people associate Willet rye with dill, but Willet rye at like 10 years old loses the dill quality and it turns into something else. There's a little bit of like a mintiness there, like a spearmint note. There's even a little vegetal quality to some Willet ryes. If you get the really high proof ones, the really short barrels, yes, the notes are a little darker. But this, at 5 years old, smells like a much older Willet rye. But with the double oaking in here, you're adding a layer of like root beer and cola notes to it. This is not one of your rubbery double oaks, or it doesn't smell crafty at all. There's not like any soil notes or farmy notes. It just smells, it's a rye lover's rye. It's very rye forward. But then the double oak helps to even everything out. Very good. I can't imagine that you can do a better 5-year double oak rye than this. Have you tried this, Joe? This is a good one. I mean, it depends on what you're coming off of, because it's only 5 years old, but like, dude, there's something about it. You try that?
Yeah.
You can tell me what you think afterwards if you didn't like it.
I like it.
No, don't say it live. Joe just tried the short barrel of the turkey pick that we got from Elkwood. The 85 bottle shorty.
Sucks.
It sucks. Water check. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate that.
Something candy.
Yeah, help me with the notes, dude. I mean, I get like the root beer thing to me is obvious, like the root beer candy, but there is something else here. Swagstar said, "Fucking love Joe being within 10 feet." Is Joe under the desk? No, dude, he's at his own desk. He's at his own desk. Boom. There he is. He's trying Crittendens right now.
Good.
Terry, just message me around drop day. Honorary Backbone acquiring.
Backstage pass.
Backstage pass. God, I didn't remember those. I love this Crittendens rye. If you guys see a Crittendens double oak rye, or if for some reason Spillway still has these, or Mississippi Sippers, however this was distributed, thank you, Marshall. Marshall C in the Patreon sent me this bottle.
The cost.
On that one,
Yeah.
I don't know. Marshall just gifted it, which was insane. So Marshall, thank you. I don't know if you're watching right now, but that bottle is amazing. Anytime I see a double oak rye come from Crittendens, I'm pulling the trigger on that. I don't know what a rating would be on that. I'm too biased right now, so I really would like to have that blind. Yeah, Joe, I love this story, man. Okay, I think it's time to go to some rare perfections now. Speaking of another Joe W, it's time to go to rare perfections. Nice and warmed up for this now. You're making pretty good time through these pours. This is great. And we're caught up on Venmo. This is insane. Joe is the man. We're doing the damn thing. But I am gonna pull PayPal up now. But yeah, guys, when we were at Hard Truth, the master distiller of Hard Truth told us that this like dill note in MGP Rise was a flaw or something. That Greg Metz said that it was a flaw that they couldn't locate. I actually don't know if I was supposed to share that publicly now that I think about that, but it's out there now. So, but Joe wrote it, so it's fine. Joe wrote it first. I just read it. Glock's back in Patreon. Let's go, dude. The man is back. We need the song. You know, the champ is here. Dung 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 dung. The champ is here. Yeah, that's it. Michael Phelps in for 4. Love the hot chocolate and that new nanny rat. Don't talk about the new sticker. I didn't make that sticker. That Adam is banned from Drums and Drams. Look at Sam, dude. How sexy is Joe? Round of applause. I'll put that on the screen. I can't believe Joe didn't put this on the screen.
I was responding to Glock's.
Glock signed back up when he heard the yield on the beam. Oh my God. Okay. What was I doing? Oh. My PayPal has me do Face ID. It's 4 times before it will open. I don't know why. All right, let's go to the Drums and Drams PayPal. I'm going to get these poured out, guys. On your left is going to be lot 1. We have 2 different lots of rare perfection 10-year from Preservation. Shout out to Joe W in the chat. Lot 1 on your left. Lot 2 on your right. And I do think they're up to lot 3 from what I've heard. The proofs on these are very close. Lot 1 is 130.7. Lot 2 is 129.6. So there's a 1.1 proof point difference between these. So not a big difference. We do have one PayPal, Joe. It's 10 entries. Thank you, John Hassler. John paid 10 entries, and I don't think there was a comment associated. Mike Caduce trying one more time to maybe win the Stitzel. Mike! Joe, did you send him a link?
He's driving.
Oh, what a bitch.
We got it.
Mike, you better jump on, dude.
He just, yeah, I got it.
Okay. You better jump on, Caduce. Come on, man. You get 22 seconds, and we're going to time it. You're going to say, and I'm Mike, and then you're going to figure out the next 21 seconds. It's going to be great. Glock said, I knew I was missing out on picks. I'll never get... Bro, listen. I will send you the link early on the beam if you want the beam. It's $420, though. But if you're into it, I will send you the link early. Adam, are they really on lot 6 at this point? That would be crazy. Eric Lonnie is in for 1. Said, any upcoming releases you're really excited about? Yeah, Cheesy Gold Foil, although I just don't know. If the price is crazy, I have to buckle down. I can't. Well, you know what? Tonight's Super Chat money will probably end up just buying a Cheesy Gold Foil. Because I'm sure the initial cost is going to be through the roof. Yeah. I bet tonight just basically pays for that one bottle at this point. Dude, they're on lot 6. That's crazy, Adam. Brett, I might have sent your Venmo to the wrong one. I'm not sure what the fuck your Venmo I have. Brett has been drinking.
Brett found another DD3.
Yeah, Brett found another DD3. Oh, Brett. That's funny, man. Let me see, Brett, what you sent to. I don't even know, man. Good God. Good God. You definitely sent it to my personal, Brett, but that's fine. It's no biggie. I'll get it in a second. But yeah, Eric, as far as like upcoming releases, I don't remember what Beam stuff I've seen filings for, but any old Beam I'm down for. Like, I love the fact that these 19-year barrels have hit the single barrel market. We're going to see some of those popping up. But from distilleries, like legacy distilleries or whatever, Cheesy Gold Foil is probably the only thing I can think of. I did see a filing or maybe a press release today for the Rittenhouse Rye 250th, America edition. It's 10 years old. It's bottled in bond. Because it's only 100 proof, I don't know if I'm that excited for it. But who knows? It could be great. Joe, what else is coming out, man? Is there like any Old Heaven Hill on the way? I'm trying to think. 22's out. I don't know what William Heaven Hill's going to be this year.
I saw that Oakley 18 floating around.
Oakley 18, dude. God forbid. I don't know. What are some releases that are coming out this year that you've seen filings for, maybe? Joe, I barely read that comment earlier in that chat. I need to go back and see what you were saying in there. Eric, because I'm in Ohio, I just have to pay secondary for things, so I'm kind of at the mercy of whatever secondary is, unless, like, I would say 1 out of every 100 releases, so basically never, I have someone that's a friend in Kentucky that'll go like, dude, I can get you one of these things. That almost never happens. And with something like a cheesy gold foil, I would usually just tell them, like, if you're gonna flip it and you're gonna make a lot of money on it, just go do that, or flip it to me. Maybe, like, I hate when people try to give me stuff at cost if I know that they're gonna flip other stuff. It always does make me feel bad, but whatever.
You gotta take it to the cheesy gold foil tour.
Okay.
And then driving through Columbus after.
Okay.
So said he'd half a bottle. That's what he was saying.
Okay.
Through Columbus that Sunday.
Okay, Joe. Let's do that. Let's figure something out, dude. This whole tour thing, was that today that happened? Because I missed all of this. I also slept in pretty hardcore today because last night was kind of rough. And I'm Mike. Cam, can you put me in touch with Jason C? That Mike would say that, dude. That's funny. Mike is gonna get a collab with every single whiskey tuber on planet Earth. Elliot says, for the cheesy gold foil fund. Thank you, man. You don't have to do that, but thank you. That's 4 more entries. Oh my sweet Jesus. What's up, Mike?
This feels important.
Dude, we gotta time it. You get 22 seconds.
You're really giving me 22? That's it?
No, dude. No, you can hang, bro.
We can just
you get a couple more seconds. What's up, Mike? Guys, if you don't know my friend Mike here, Mike was featured in a recent episode of the Bourbon Junkies.
BJ News.
BJ News? Was that what it was, the episode? It was an episode about BJ News, and he was on camera for probably about 3.1 seconds. It was pretty sick.
Though. They did really good numbers.
Well, I mean, what kind of numbers are we talking, Mike?
Oh, 20K? What's your views at? I can't see on here.
It's not a fucking comparison, Mike.
Well, I can't tell how many people. 170? Watch it go up.
Oh my God.
Just watch.
Dude, imagine right now this goes to 350. Imagine. Guys, everybody in the chat right now, say hello to Mike. Tell Mike that he's a valued member of this community, please. I can't believe you're on here, Mike. Joe just sprung this on me.
No, this is really weird. Hey, we can talk afterwards too, but I was trying to see if you could put me, you know Kenny, right?
I do know Kenny.
Okay, we got to get in touch with Kenny.
Okay, we can get you in touch with Kenny. I don't think Kenny likes you very much, man. I think I heard a story.
No, that went better than you probably heard it did.
Yeah? Who else do you want to be in touch with, man? Matt Porter was one.
I think I got the ball
get you on
with Matt already. It's
you did.
A pleasure to be on here, for real. Like, no joke.
Well, dude, it's great to have you, man. What are you drinking?
Eagle Rare 10.
Nice, man. What about pouring some hot chocolate? How'd you bowl tonight? Did you bowl tonight?
Poorly. Yeah, league's over. We were just doing I was just practicing some weird shit. We weren't playing.
He said he's practicing weird shit. League's over. He didn't do very good. Joe can't hear you. I'm on my headphone, so I got to relay your info.
I can't believe Joe sent me the link, dude.
I love that he sent you the link, dude. Just hang in the background. We'll just bring you back every once in a while. Just don't take your clothes off because then it could get weird. But you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to derail anything. I feel distracting. You were kind of
cool. I gotta do these Rare Perfection 10s.
Can Joe
That's up
make
next.
Smaller?
I don't.
This is
maybe
not
make
what
it-
the people tuned in for.
No, you're right. Oh, there you go. You're kind of you can like commentate a little bit off to the side, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. that's
I'll
perfect.
just do my thing real quick. We'll leave Mike on the screen. All right, guys. Rare Perfection 10 with the Peanut Gallery, Mike K. All right. So lot 1, 130.7 proof. Lot 2, 129.6. Mike, have you tried a Rare Perfection 10?
No, I want one. They're spendy.
They are spendy, dude. These are very expensive. Cam subs are gonna triple. Bowling. Oh, dude, there's Porter. There's Portsky for you. Matt, you gotta have Mike on. Look, we're going up in numbers right now. We have 183. We're climbing.
Oh, Porter's in here.
Porter's right here, dude.
Joe, can
You
you
wanna
make
pitch?
him small and put Porter on the stream?
Can you hear? Can you hear Joe?
No, but I just
He's-
love everything.
He said, "Can you make me small?" Here, I'll make myself small. Can I do that? Oh wait, hang on. I'm trying to figure this out, bro. No, 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 nope. Dude, we're gonna get this going. Hang on. No, we're not. We're not gonna get this. The people are gonna leave. We're gonna have 120 people in here in a second. Okay, Mike, the floor's yours.
I was just gonna pour another drink.
Okay, back here. We're back here now. Okay, so anyways, let's actually do Rare Perfection 10 now. The story with Rare Perfection 10, and Mike is still here in the background, and that's great. We'll bring him back in. The story with Rare Perfection 10 is that these are a blend of different age statements, I think. Super Freak from Preservation is kind of the same thing. Rare Perfection 10 blend. Let me check on this real quick. It's 1 to 3 barrel blends is what it says. So we don't know anything about source. We don't really have a lot of information about it. No, Mike is still here, dude. Mike is right there. Stooters. Unsub. So Rare Perfection 10 Lot 1, pretty nutty. Honestly, just smells like Heaven Hill. It smells like a Heaven Hill single barrel, like a Elijah Craig 10 to 11 year single barrel with some extra fruit in the background. What'd you pour, Mike?
Hot chocolate.
Let's go. Come on. All right, you get to stay on for you get 2 more minutes, dude. 2 more
You don't
minutes.
even need to, man. This is so distracting. Like,
It's so fucking distracting. I can't even tell you.
is this Patreon or is this YouTube?
You're live. You're public.
Oh, you're gonna do numbers, man. This is gonna be good for you.
It's gonna be good for you. Dude, honestly, at this point, just let me get, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get through these pours so fast, and we're gonna bring you back, and we're gonna bring Porter in. We're gonna bring a couple people in. We're just gonna have a hang. We should do it.
Jason C2, the mash and drum guy, if you could hook us up, that'd be.
We can make that happen. Oh, I think Joe just. Oh no, I can still hear Mike. He's still there. Mike, I'm gonna remove you, but you're gonna still be in the background unless you don't want to be. Then you can log off and come back in, whatever you want. But I'm gonna get through the rest of the stream while you drink hot chocolate, and then we'll try to figure this shit out, dude.
Yeah, buddy, I might just let you do your thing, but thanks for having me on. That was pretty cool.
It's good to have you, bro.
All right, cheers, man.
All right, cheers. Everybody say bye to Mike. Let Mike talk bowling for a bit while you take another 2-month break. Oh my God, Matt Porter, dude. And now we have 198 in here. So, Mike, what about them numbers, dude? 198. All right, Rare Perfection 10, Lot 1 is very nutty. It has some extra fruit notes to it. There is some like mapley kind of quality maybe, but it's very spicy. It's not like rich maple syrup, it's like spicy maple syrup. Lot 2, much fruitier, more like a Barton kind of profile. Still some nuttiness in here, a little more oak funk, but neither of these smell like old whiskey. All right, I'm gonna take first sip of Lot 1. And see, Lot 1 has a massive palate, humongous drinking experience, but there's just youthful nuttiness here. Like, it just has a young Heaven Hill vibe to it. And so Preservation is known for blending different things together with some of these products. If you told me these were a blend of Heaven Hill and Barton, I would completely believe you. It tastes like it. Both of these remind me of Heaven Hill Barton blends, but Lot 1 is like more Heaven Hill. Lot 2 smells like more Barton. So let me take a sip of Lot 2 now. So, as far as drinking experience goes, Lot 1 is much more explosive. On a barrel pick, even though you have the youthful nuttiness to it, I think people would gravitate towards that on a barrel pick because it's just a massive whiskey. You drop down 1.1 proof points, but it's a different blend of barrels. Lot 2 is much rounder, much more fruity, less fireworks, but probably a better whiskey in my opinion if I'm being nitpicky. But I don't know that either of these are worth like $220, whatever the price point is. I mean, I think these are like $160, $170 whiskeys. And I know that's splitting hairs. It's a $50 difference, $60 difference I'm talking about. Joe's got to try these. How you doing, man? You good?
Great. Which one's better?
I don't know, man. I mean, smell these two and tell me which one you like the best. And then just, I'll pour you that one. That one? That's Lot 2.
Lot 2.
Yeah. Mike and Claren, it's a channel I'd follow. Mike is going to rewatch this moment 100 times. I didn't know what to do with Mike, man. We got to plan something. Although it was pretty sick that he was drinking hot chocolate, if I'm being honest. I'm very happy about that. That was fun. Oh, yeah, I should have asked him about B-dub sauces. Should have done that. Rare Perfection 10 is 3-barrel blends, and it's Heaven Hill, says Ed Porter. Ed, I would believe it, man. I do feel like there's a Barton thing on these, though. Like, Lot 2 especially. I mean, maybe it is all Heaven Hill. Like, you probably know more than I do about this. In fact, I'm positive you do. But they are so opaque about what's going on at Preservation. Terry, thank you, man. Says, hats off to Mike. Slad, Cam, you have to make a short with Mike because it will outperform the dump video, guaranteed. I don't know if that's a guarantee. Mike has heavy lifting to do on that one. Danny G says, cranking for the return of Glock's the GOAT and the video D&D premiere of the Chief Vibes Officer. What is happening, bro? I love the comment. All right, got you in for one. All right, I missed so much that went on in chat when Mike was here that I can't catch up. I just have to go down to the bottom. So Ed Porter. Ed's still in here. What do you think about these Rare Perfections, man? Like, to me, I think there is a certain... And here's the deal, guys, about all this. Every influencer under the fucking sun got a bottle of this Rare Perfection 10 Lot 1. All the Instagram influencers, I should say. And the Instagram influencer community is very weird to me. I'm taking a little bit of a shot. It is what it is. It's like everybody gets bottles. Everybody comments on each other's stuff. I have friends in the community, so it's like we just kind of have different philosophies, I think, between what I do and what a lot of YouTubers are doing versus what a lot of Instagram guys are doing. But it is a little bit weird when you see everybody get the same bottle. Everybody has the same opinion of the bottle that you know they got for free most of the time. And then they all comment on each other's stuff. And it's just like this unit of praise that happens for a certain product. And that keeps repeating itself over and over with things that get sent out from distilleries. That, I can't take anybody's opinions on these things from that side of it because of that. Like, I need to watch somebody have a real reaction in real time on YouTube, like on a live stream. So if I'm tuning into Jason, I'm tuning into Matt Porter, I'm tuning in the Junkies, I'm tuning in whoever, I need to like watch those reactions to trust what's going on, because it's real easy to get a bottle and then write a post about it and just make that post happen. So I hope what I'm saying is not too disrespectful, but I think it's fundamentally different philosophies of what's going on. So everybody got a bottle of this lot 1 and said it was God's gift to Earth. It's a fine whiskey. It's a good whiskey, you know, and it has a cool drinking experience, but it's kind of youthful. And no one ever called that out. Of the 10 plus reviews I saw on Instagram, no one criticized this bottle. This bottle deserves to be criticized. It's too expensive and it tastes too young, but there is still great attributes to it. Lot 2, you know, they're going to differ when you do these things side by side. And anybody that went out to grab one after those influencers got lot 2 seemingly. They didn't even get the same fucking bottle that they were trying to, you know, hype up. So I probably need to keep my mouth shut now. But I don't know. Am I going on lot 2? Yeah. Am I going too hard, dude, on this thing? I don't know. Maybe I should keep my mouth shut. I have friends that are Instagram influencers in the bourbon space, but I wouldn't shy away from like having this discussion with anybody. To be fair, you're kind of whiskey bougie. Jeremy, I don't disagree with that.
But this is a bougie whiskey.
Yeah, but I don't think that. I don't know that matters on this bottle. Because this bottle, it's like the thing is, no one criticized it, and it's like the minute I smell this bottle, I go, that needs to be criticized. It's not a whiskey of the year. That's a crazy statement. I don't get media samples anyways. I've been taken off enough lists at this point. It's easier for me to just buy my own bottles and accept, you know, and not have to, you know, deal with getting ghosted. I've been ghosted, I think, 3 different times now from distilleries that stopped sending things. But I understand the marketing push from the distilleries themselves. I don't fault that. But from the influencer side, what's beneficial for the influencer is to get the bottle and just say something good about it, whether they were paid or only received the bottle for free. They want more free shit and they want more clout. That's how that works. That's how influencing works in that space. And it's different when you have that versus paying for your own stuff. Okay, I gotta stop. Ed says the thing about preservation, Marcy is an incredible purveyor of barrels. Yes, and listen, I've never met Marcy, and she has like a premium operation going. They are intentionally not transparent. I understand the whole thing about it, and Marcy basically saved the bourbon industry, you know, decades ago. So the whole story is very cool. Are they game changers? No, but very unique. No, Ed, and I would agree with that for sure. Price is high. They want to premiumize themselves. But the thing is, they're like 4-figure bottles, like their Believe stuff. Some of the best whiskey that's being bottled today. The Believe 21 from last year is outlandishly good whiskey. I paid an exorbitant amount of money for another one on Unicorn Auctions because I think it's incredible whiskey. It's just this like mid-tier stuff that's, you know, 50% too expensive that now is suddenly being hyped because the bottles are going to influencers, which hadn't really happened, I don't think, so much in the past. That's when it feels like something is afoot. All right, let's keep going. I feel like these are whiskeys I need to have blind because I'm also biased in a certain way against these, the same way that I'm biased for the Crittenden. So it's not helpful for me to think of a number on those right now. But tonight's giveaway will have the Lot 2 sample because Lot 1 is Joe W's bottle. So the Lot 2 is the one that's going in the sample pack tonight. Thanks again, Joe, for letting me borrow this. Okay, we have a couple of very, very old whiskeys to taste now. We have a Nashville Barrel Company, and this is thanks to Joe. He pulled the trigger on one of these 24-year Barton bourbons from Nashville Barrel Company. The story with this is barrel B9, is that they were supposedly getting light whiskeys that were 20 plus years old, and what showed up were Barton bourbons. That's a pretty awesome problem to have. And a lot of these were pretty short barrels. I don't know what the yield was on this B9. The proof on it is 121.2. And am I forgetting something? I don't think so. I think this is what's next. And then what I'm going to pour next to it is the Reveries Behemoth 19-year Heaven Hill Barrel 801, which was like a 20 bottle shorty of Heaven Hill. I think the proof's in the 120s, the high 120s maybe. I'm not sure if Tony D is still here, but if anybody can find the Barrel 801 Reveries proof, just let me know in the chat. We're going to start with the Nashville. Even though it's older, it's a lower proof, I think. Color-wise, pretty much the same. The Heaven Hill is maybe half a shade darker. Ed says, oh yeah, St. Nick 19 and 21 are insane. Realistically, Immaculata's pretty dang good too, even this year's new batch, but I'll swear that Rare Perfection 9-year is a dang good bottle. Yeah, Ed, I need to try the Immaculata from this year. I just don't want to spend the money on that bottle because it's got their pot still stuff blended into it, which is not bad whiskey. Some of it's good. The different lots are pretty variable, but it's just the price point, knowing that it's their own distillate at 6-7 years old, or whatever the age statement is, 6, 7, 8, blended in to Immaculata, and that's like a $250 bottle. I just don't know. Are you good? Okay. I think the sample bottle you have was the total yield on that barrel. That's funny. Curtis Waddell, let me get you in here, man. Said, loving that content. Got you in for 2. Appreciate it. And then we got Rob Blanchard. Good to see you, Rob. Let me put you up on the screen here. Says, put me in, coach. All right, Rob, I got you in for 2 more. Rare Perfection 14 and 15 were not good. I gave it away, said Jeremy. I think those were Canadian whiskey, though. That seemed to me like more of them wanting to keep a high age statement on something, even though the whiskey itself wasn't great. Joe said, agree, definitely not whiskey of the year. That said, where you and I ever disagree, it's the grassy or youthful you pick up more than I do. Yeah, and I think like I am more sensitive to some of those notes. And I think sometimes I am very nitpicky. On the Rare Perfections, though, I don't find it grassy. I do just think the nuttiness comes off youthful. I'd be curious to know if others feel the same about that or not. All right, let's do the Nashville Barrel Company 24-year. I'm so giddy with excitement about this. Have you tried this yet, Joe? Okay. Should I wait till you pour it? Okay. I'll say this. I was expecting something on the nose of this because of the 18-year Barton that hit the market this year. And this is a little bit underwhelming and soft on the nose. You can tell it's old. Oh, the palate's pretty fucking good, though. I bet this was like the... okay, it just keeps going. The nose is not great, but the palate is pretty sick. It's a little spicy and thin for being so old. There's not like a huge depth to it. I bet this is like one of the worst barrels in the lot. If I had to guess, because this was the first public release that people were like, wait, this might not be one of the picks. I bet some of the picks are crazy. If this is like the mid to low range of the barrels, 124.8 on the Behemoths is awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so again, this is 121.2 proof. This is going to seem a little bit selfish to put this one up against it, but I'm going to pull the 18-year Elkwood that we picked this year, or last year, whatever that was. This is 125 proof, so it's just a slight proof bump, but it's 6 years younger. So let's just see how these things compare. This Elkwood was a shorter barrel. It was like 65 bottles, I think. And I don't know the yield on the Nashville. Color-wise, the Nashville is significantly darker. So that's a good sign for it. And it makes sense. It's 24 years old. So let's see. Matt Robinson says, I'm in and thanks for the reviews. What are you excited for this year? Okay, Matt. Joe's got you. Sweet. I mean, at this point, man, like I was just trying to think of it a second ago. I guess just cheesy gold foil is the next thing I'm excited for. I don't know what's coming out in the fall to be excited for. I can't think of what filings I've seen. Because the big things I wanted to get this year were the Heaven Hill 22. When I saw that on paper, I'm like, oh my God, I have to have that bottle. Stitzel Reserve 31, which we're going to get to. Oh, I'll tell you something I'm excited for. Blade and Bow 30 cask strength is going to be dropping this fall, I believe. I saw a picture of the bottle, and it's 82% alcohol. So it would officially, after the Stitzel, which is 81.6, 82 would be the highest proof bourbon I've ever tried. So yeah, I'm looking forward to those things for sure. Hurricane Adam, $2 for Joe. Dude, Adam, you don't get an entry. You suck. But Joe thanks you too much. Aren't you excited to buy all the BTAC on secondary? I don't think I'm going to do that this year. I think I'll probably buy like GTS and WLW. And then if I hear good things about Eagle Rare, I'll pick it up. But the other ones, the biggest, what's the word? Not blunder. What? But it's like kind of like the word blunder. The E.H. Taylor BTAC, that was like the biggest something that Buffalo Trace could have made. Blunder, probably. That bottle was so disappointing. Terry says, just poured an ounce of Ancient Wisdom 10. Got to see what the fluff is about. The proof point looks good, though, Terry. I keep hearing good things about it. But I also hear that it's a bit crafty. Do you think the NBC is worth the $500 price tag? Let's see. So, this is the NBC on your right. This is the 18-year pick that we did this year. Okay. Was it last year? I actually can't remember when the Barton 18s came out. It was probably last year. It had to be last year. Dude, the first 5 months of this year don't exist to me. Yeah. In whiskey land, they do not exist. Okay, I think the nose on the 18-year pick is better. There is an older, more like furniture polishy oak note to the 24-year, but there's nothing supporting that note. There's no real body to the whiskey on the nose, and that translates to the palate too. It's thin, and it has really old notes, but nothing is like working together. It's like, all right, I taste the note. Now I'm experiencing thin whiskey. Now the note comes back. This thing is happening, but it's not a ride that it's taking me on. It's like pointillistic.
The Elkwood was September.
It was September? Oh my God. Okay, so last year. Definitely last year. I'm going to try the Elkwood. The Elkwood on the nose just has a cohesive thing happening. Yeah. Okay, so I would be very curious to try the other Nashville 24 years. This one is good. It's not 500 good. It's more like 325 good to me. 350 good. But I think probably other barrels in that lot could be freak barrels. I don't know if Joe, I don't know if you want to try this next to it, but it isn't. Do you have that at home? I didn't know if you had one of those. Okay. It's crazy to try 24-year bourbon, though. You know? Like, I don't think I've had 24-year Barton. I mean, I can't think of any... I can't think of any other time that would have been available. What brand is the black t-shirt you're always wearing? Every, 3 years, I buy a new round of black tees. So this is from Express, actually, because it was like an oversized fit, because I'm getting chunky. More to love, dude. I'm not proud of that. I've accepted it for the time being, and that time being has been a couple years now. But yeah, it's an Express shirt, and it's not super cheap, but they last, and I like them, so I have like 10 of them in my closet. I just rotate through them. Isn't that 24 years still 3 years older than you? Shut up, Travis. I'm unfortunately 31 at this point. Faux pas, that's a good word. Nope. Jeb, I put it up and I took it down. Jeb, you got 4 more entries. Thanks, man. Hope someone else reads your chat. I'm not going to read it. Isn't the Blade and Bow cast strength the same as the Stitzel 31? So we're going to talk about that in a second, Lynn, but we'll get there. Let's move on now to the Reveries Behemoth sample. Austin dropped the proof a second ago. I think he said 124 point something, 0.8 maybe. Oh yeah, it smells. Yep, that's up my alley. I'm gonna pour this back. Boondoggle, says Slad. Wow, what a word. Terry, what is Terry talking about? Cream soda, cola with cream soda and a lemon wedge on the rim. Insane for a rye. The craft is agreeable. Terry, what are you talking about? Joe, we're about 3/4 of the way to another Blade and Bow 30 pull. Yes. Walmart black teas, bro, says Matt. Yeah, dude, but Matt, there's something about these that I like right now. There's something about them. I've gone through the freaking gauntlet on black teas. Don't you worry. Extra schmedium. No, these are large. These are larges. Mike, what's up, dude? Share the BTAC sample pack. I went with a tater-loving friend who lost his mom. Check that off his bucket list. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm glad to hear that you shared the pack with him and that he enjoyed it and that checked that off his bucket list, and I'm sad to hear that he lost his mom. But, I mean, I hope that was a cool moment to be able to taste all those things. So, cheers to that. About to get into this Reveries here, Mike. Thank you for the super chat, and glad you could share those. How's Joe's saturation doing? Steve, I don't know. He just thumbs up. He wouldn't tell me if he wasn't good. Joe, this Reveries is fucking stupid. Oh my god. Tony D, I don't think Tony's in here anymore. He handed this to me up at Evernorth like a week ago. This smells awesome. It's a very, very short barrel Heaven Hill. I'll try to save some of this. What does this smell like? Oh man, it's a what? It's a whiskey, I know, but dude, honestly, it kind of smells dusty. Oh, it smells like Evan Williams 23, but proofed up. Good God Almighty. This is like the epitome of funky ass oak. I said molasses earlier when I was talking about Brown-Forman products, but when you get molasses on a Heaven Hill product, it's a very different thing. This is like pecan pie, basically. It's the oakiest pecan pie that you can imagine. with so much leather and butterscotch, and it's antique-y. But there's also vanilla, like some sort of vanilla or buttercream thing too. It's the best thing I've tasted all night, by a lot. Wow. And in the finish, there's a dessert thing in the finish right now.
Turtles, huh?
Yes, yes. Oh my God. Wow. The finish is actually my favorite part, I think. It's just... I got goosebumps, dude. That's good whiskey. That's good whiskey. Wow. See, this is what Old Heaven Hill should taste like. I gotta pour this back. I'm gonna drink it all night. Oh my God. It was a $1,200 bottle. I think that is $1,200 whiskey, unfortunately. I hate to say that. People don't like to hear things are worth 4 figures or whatever, but Scam's so bougie. Freaking Joe over there typing. That's very good. That would, if this was a batched product, that would be top 3 of the year. I don't care what else comes out this year, it'd be top 3. Contribution for the CGF fund. Thanks, Brenton. I can't wait for the 19-year beam. Shout out to Uncle Sam for providing a backup of the Bradshaw. Only have a few pours of the first one. Most crushable hazmat I've had. That Bradshaw, for some reason, I couldn't put it down. And I killed more than half the bottle in like a couple days, which was pretty problematic looking back. But thank you for the super chat, man. I hope I got to get one of these cheesy gold foils after tonight with all the super chats. Allocated Camp says, but is it better than Blade and Bow 30 at the same price point? It's a good question. Yeah. Blade and Bow 30 is such a singular. I'm gonna go hand this bottle to Joe so he can just chug the rest of it right now. That's gonna be his answer. Blade and Bow 30, which I am gonna put next to this, 20 proof point or 15 proof points lower, I guess. It is a 1-of-1 profile. So the Heaven Hill stuff, like these short barrel Heaven Hills, Oakley, Watch Hill Proper, all that stuff, you can find other things that have been bottled, even Willet, like some old Willet's 27-year stuff, that will taste like this Reverie sample. But you can't find something on the market that tastes like Blade and Bow 30. That is its own thing. Yeah, like even right now on the nose, they're both amazing, but the Blade and Bow 30 just stands out on the nose. The palate will be a different story, though. So I'll taste the Blade and Bow 30. And it's so much lower proof. There's a little too much water added. I think Blade and Bow 30 should have been proof down to like 120, not 109, because it's coming down from 160. And the Reveries, that barrel strength is just incredible. So actually between these two, I would take the Reveries. But I would take the Reveries in a side-by-side. If it wasn't side-by-side and I had to pick one of these two to drink, the Blade and Bow 30 is just its own thing. I don't know. I'd give them both a 96. I think I gave Blade and Bow a 96. And if that's the case, I'd give the Reveries the same thing. Spaycon, what's up, dude? When's the Leather and Oak pick happening? I don't know. I gotta figure that out. Beam 19 versus Behemoth. Behemoth wins, 100%. It's not close. But for 3 times the price, it should be that way. The Beam 19 is very, very good, but there's short barrel Heaven Hill like this is its own thing.
And it's your favorite.
It's my favorite thing. There's no profile to me like Old Heaven Hill that's good. Like the great Old Heaven Hill that's funky and oaky. Not Heaven Hill 22. That's not my profile of Heaven Hill that I love. That's good Heaven Hill, but it's not my favorite stuff.
This good one, whiskey.
Which one? Behemoth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in a blind, it's good.
And like Behemoth versus Michter's 20 versus Believe, you know, like you're in the same realm of things. Blade and Bow, this got second for me last year though. But yeah, I think this and this in a blind was weird, by the way. Very weird. Some of the things in the blind really surprised me.
Out of the bottle.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet it is. This Blade and Bow 30 is not going to survive the night. When Sarah goes into labor early in 2 hours, which of you two drunkards is driving to the hospital? I mean, listen, I would not like to make that happen, but I could lock in right now. Late to the show, but glad it's still going. Do you know if 22 Blade and Bow and 30 are the same source? I use the 22 and heard it's Stitzelweller instead of Bernheim. I don't think any of those are Stitzelweller. I don't think any of that's Stitzel. I think it's all probably Bernheim or something else that we don't even know about. Uber. Dude, can you imagine that Uber ride? I mean, as long as she's not actively giving birth in the car, we're fine.
I've taken an Uber to the hospital before.
That's okay. that would be kind of funny. Like, hey man, my wife's going into labor. Can you get us to the hospital? I just got a Heaven Hill 22, so it's not the good. No, Lynn, what I'm saying is it's very good whiskey, but the freak Heaven Hill barrels, the single barrel Oakley stuff, and like this, it's on a different level. The old Willets on a different level. All right. But Heaven Hill 22 is very good, and at the price point, if you get it for SRP, it's at that price, it's whiskey of the year. It's time to get into a couple of big boy whiskeys. So we have these two left. The Blade and Bow 30 is a great warm-up for these. Yo, it's Rob. What's up, Rob? All right, so Sarah's been telling me that you've been watching whiskey stuff, which is hilarious. And so Sarah goes to this gym, right? She trains in town. And Matt Winning is like, you know, world record, this kind of guy. And so Rob is one of the guys at the gym, and Sarah always tells me about Rob. And she was like, yeah, I think Rob's like starting to watch whiskey videos and stuff. And like he'll tell me that he watched one of your live streams or this and that. And so he's offering to come get Sarah if I'm too tanked. I am starting to think about that a little bit, Rob. I'm like, if it's, you know, not on a live stream night like this, but if I'm just at home, I'm like, I can't really drink too much in case she wakes up and is going into labor. That would not be good. Dude, that's awesome. Rob, I got to meet you. I got to meet everybody at the gym, but I'm a scrawny little bitch, so I'm kind of embarrassed to come around if I'm being honest. Okay. So we have two left. I think I need 2 fresh glasses. And these last two will be in the sample pack for tonight's giveaway. Oh, Brett, you're a piece. All right, what time is it? 11? Brett, you're a piece of shit, dude. I hate you. That was way too much of the Stitzel 31. I don't need all that.
Where are you going first?
I'm going Jack first. Jack Fire Brigade. It's 144.8. Actually, I'm going to flip these. So we can go left to right. Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to jump now into, I think, the last 2 whiskeys of the night. And I'm going to keep the Blade and Bow 30 close because of the comparison to the Stitzel 31, which even having these 2 bottles here is kind of crazy. It's whiskey that I would have never even thought would exist. You get 30-year Blade and Bow, which is probably old Bernheim at 109 proof, It's proof down from like 160 or whatever to get to this proof point. No one really knew what was going on when this label was filed. It came out this year. Everyone was slow to get it because the SRP was $1,200. Now secondary is like $3,300 or something. It's kind of untenable. Like to get one of these bottles is untenable unless you're playing in that price range, which is there are not many people playing in that price range, right? I got my first one for SRP very luckily and was happy about that. I backed one up at a little bit higher price, backed another one up because Joe bottle chugged the shit out of the first one. Sup, Joe? But I got another one and I paid actually quite a bit for that one. And then it's at a price now where I just can never justify spending the money to get another one of these Blade and Bow 30s. But I think it's a kind of singular whiskey. It just stands out in my mind. It's not perfect, but it's so incredibly good and unique that I think it'll go down as, it's 2026. If you look at the time period of like 2015 to right now, it's a singular whiskey in that time period, I think. And then, lo and behold, we get hit with the Stitzel 31, and it's like, what the hell's going on here? Same distillate, I think. And we'll talk about the differences once we get there. But let's go to the Jack Daniel's first. This is the Jack Daniel's Fire Brigade Rye. There were 5 of these special release rye, small batches that came out, all with varying yields. The Fire Brigade is 144.8. I've tasted the Boiler Hill 2. Not even close to this. You want some of this? Oh, yeah.
No.
So, the only 2 I've tried are the Boiler Hill 2, which is one of the lowest cost on secondary, and then this Fire Brigade, which I think is the second highest cost behind Coy Hill 2, which had very, very few bottles. That one's like $1,200 for a 375. I'll never, ever pull the trigger on that. That's a crazy price point. These Fire Brigades are like $500 now for a half bottle. I know that's a lot of money, but this is a contender for best of the year, in my opinion. So, on the nose, this is a 10-year product from Jack Daniel's. Not super old, but the barrel quality in this one is incredible. Yeah. Okay. So this just smells, and it's tough. I'm coming off of the Blade and Bow 30, but this just smells like fudge. It's just fudge. This has that brown Foreman molasses. As far as acetone goes on this, I don't really get it. There's maybe a tinge of something in there, but like this is not an acetone forward Brown Foreman or Jack Daniel's product whatsoever. It's just fudge brownies for me right now on the nose. I'm going to go to the palate. 144.8. It's punishing. But it's so good. Yeah, it is a blackberry and fudge explosion with molasses and with honestly kind of a funkier oak quality than I'm used to on Jack Daniel's. There's a lot of heavy oak on this. Maybe even coffee. Maybe even getting into coffee territory. It's outstanding. And for me, this is better than modern King of Kentucky. So when you think about secondary prices, which I know are crazy, I know they're inflated, King of Kentucky right now from last year is probably like $1,700 a bottle. This is like $500 for a half bottle of this. I think this beats the shit out of the King of Kentuckys that just came out. So I know we're talking about secondary. That's how I have to acquire these things. I can't see how this doesn't break into the top 5 for me this year, even after whatever's going to come out in the fall comes out. It's incredible. Cam, say it's shit so the price goes down. I don't have that sway, dude. You need to call Jason and Matt and the junkies. Then you can make that happen. Jeremy, this is a funny comment, but a relevant comment. Would you trade a Bardstown Cathedral for a Fire Brigade? Every day of the week, yes.
100%.
Yeah.
They do that.
It is not close. Yes, I would do that right now. I mean, you might not win out monetarily as far as secondary values go. I don't know what Cathedral is anymore, but it was so stupid for a while. But you're going to be much happier drinking this than Cathedral. Yeah, this Fire Brigade is one of my favorite Jack Daniel's products I've ever had.
It's all like fudge and brownies, and then the blackberry fruit just like pops out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, that's awesome.
So the thing that I would rank above this from Jack, you know what I want to do? As if I need more fucking 145 proof whiskey tonight. God bless America. I'm gonna throw something else in the mix. I also need to not forget about super chats on my phone. Trying to find something real quick here. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to throw in the mix here, guys, is this is the media sample of the Tanyard Hill Rye that went out last year. It's 145.9 proof. I haven't done this comparison, so this is going to be new to me up against this Fire Brigade. I didn't get this media sample. Other people, you know, other whiskey tubers got these media samples. I'm not on the Jack sample list. But Alex Culver, I want to shout out Alex Culver for a second. Alex sent me this sample last year because I planned to do this like Jack Daniel's Tanyard Hill kind of, you know, head-to-head thing where I had many different proof points. Excuse me. And I had a couple friends from the Drums and Drams Patreon send me samples of different Tanyard Hill proofs, like 130, 135, all these different proof points. And I never got around to that video because, as you guys know, I took like 5 months off, and that was dumb. But I still have all these samples, and Alex sent me this and also sent me some BTAC 2025 samples that helped influence my decision to then go out and buy all the BTAC stuff last year on secondary, because I was like, you know what, I just need to do this. Because he'd sent me the William LaRue Weller, I think, and maybe the E.H. Taylor, or maybe the GTS, I don't know. But I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy all these. So I wanted to just shout him out because I never got around to making this video, and I felt bad that he sent me so many great samples, and this is the one that I didn't get to. So let me pour this. I have tasted this before, this 145.9 Tanyard Hill sample, and I loved it. So because I know that I love it, and I know I love the Fire Brigade, I think it's going to be a fun comparison. The Tanyard Hill bottle that I ended up getting last year, it's right behind me. 141.9 proof. Did not like it. And I don't even think it made my top 20 last year. I think it got knocked out earlier than that. But this 145 proof was kind of on a different level, which is probably why it was the media sample last year, because they're all single barrel, so they can then justify sending the honey barrel to everybody. So let's see what this is like. So I'm going to start again with Fire Brigade, which still is a fudgy coffee blackberry explosion. Now I'm going to smell this Tanyard Hill. I think the Tanyard is even better on the nose. Which makes sense why everybody that got this media sample was raving about Tanyard, about how good it was. And then when I got my bottle, just a random bottle on secondary, I was like, and they're all single barrels. I'm like, this is just not what people are saying. That would make sense. So the Tanyard media sample is just so much cola. It's like minty, a little bit of spearminty cola. Very intense. It's not as fudgy though. But I think the Tanyards, because they're single barrels, they're so variable that it's hard for me to recommend that product, knowing that the one that I got, even at a high proof, 141.9, is just not that good. So that was Fire Brigade. A little bit of Bananas Foster peeking through on this. Traditional, Jack Daniels kind of note, but even though I don't love banana notes, that doesn't bother me that much. Let's go to the Tanyard now. Tanyard's a little mustier, almost, like a musty basement kind of note, in a good way. Man, Joe, I don't know. I think I'm Fire Brigade. I think I'm still Fire Brigade on this. Okay, we're not making good time anymore. We're 2 hours in.
We got one left.
We got one left. We're good. We're good.
It's 11.
It's only 11. Sarah wants to go buy ceiling fans tomorrow because I've not installed a single. What'd you say? 11? It's 11:20. We haven't installed a single light fixture in the house yet, so tomorrow is ceiling fan day at Home Depot. Although I feel like I should not go to Home Depot to buy ceiling fans. I should go somewhere else.
Call Courtney.
Yes. She wants to do it tomorrow, though. I need advice like ASAP. She's going to be like, wait, you're holding us up for what? Like, yeah. The proper ceiling fan or fixture. Although, we're not that, like... See, if we did, like, some artsy shit, I think Sarah would be like, I don't want that. But also, I look at a ceiling fan, I go, that is too basic. So I want something in between those.
I'll send you a picture of the one that Courtney just bought for our guest room.
Okay.
When I get home.
Okay.
Because it wasn't expensive. It wasn't artsy. The ceiling fan.
You sent me one that's in your house that is, like, very artsy.
Oh, the chandelier?
Yeah.
That's not a ceiling fan.
Right. No, I know, but it's a fixture. It's a light fixture.
Yeah. Fixture.
Trig says, rarely ever get a banana note on Jack Rye. Surprised. I mean, I just get a little bit of it in comparison to, I guess, the Tanyard, really. I gotta be honest, guys. I think the Fire Brigade is better than this Tanyard Hill media sample. So, I'm gonna pour the media sample back on this. I think Fire Brigade is the best Jack Daniels rye, that I've ever tried. And in fact, it is the second best Jack Daniels product I've ever tried. The first being the 155.1 proof special release Tennessee whiskey from a couple years ago. The Coy Hill, high proof, small batch. That 155.1 would beat this, but this is probably the second best. And at this point, given the price, it's only $500 for a half bottle. But when I consider everything else in that range on secondary versus what I think this is better than, if you play in that price point, in that price range on secondary, if you buy bottles like this, I have two backups of this bottle. So that's where I'm at on this one. Let's see. Sorry, Brett, we're just hanging out now. Yeah, sorry about the ceiling fan talk. We're back. We're gonna do some Stitzel 31 year right now. It's time for the big boy showdown. So it's not really a showdown, but I've got Blade and Bow 30. I'm gonna take one more sip of this to warm up, and then we'll talk about the differences of these. Everything's hearsay, but I think some of it's decently confirmed. So I think we can make some statements here about things. Pause. I gotta check Venmo real quick. Yeah. Hey guys, let's wrap up any super chat entries. You guys if you're here, you already know the deal with the giveaway tonight. Let's wrap everything up at 11:30 Eastern. So that's like 7 minutes and some change. So any last minute super chats, I'm not encouraging you to send more. I'm just telling you when we're going to cut it off. Then we're cut off. All right. Yeah, I've got actually quite a few more Venmos. It's been a second. So Blade and Bow 30. What happened with this, these barrels, the story is, and you can read this on Reddit, it's a Coming Whiskey post on Reddit, I believe, where Jacob talked to Nicole Austin about what went into this bottle. So from what I understand, the barrels that went into Blade and Bow 30, presumably sourced from Bernheim, were around 160 proof. They were at 15 or so years in the rick house. The barrels were recombined. So they would take, if they have 3 barrels that are 1/3 full, they put all of those back into one of those 3 barrels and filled it to the top, and then put it at the top of the rick house. That way the barrel is completely full. We can now have more evaporation as we cook the barrel in the top of the rick house. That high heat, high placement in the rick house, it's going to just continue bringing the proof up and bringing the concentration of oak crazy high. And so you have the first 15 years, then you recombined, then you have another 15 years in the top of the rick house, and you end up with actually a barrel that has some yield, remaining after 30 years because you've recombined them, sustaining a high proof, but perhaps not being over oaked, because when you recombine the barrels, the more whiskey that's in the barrel, the less impact the oak has because there's more liquid inside that barrel. So that's how Blade and Bow 30 came to be. And this was then brought down from about 160 to 109 proof. So you're paying for quite a bit of water in this bottle. Now, if we look over to Stitzel Reserve 31, the rumor out there right now is that it's 13 barrels, if I remember correctly, yielding only 176 bottles. And the rumor is that this did not get recombined after 15 years in the rick house. So you're dealing with just super short barrels that have an average of 13 bottles per barrel. And then you get 176 at the end. The proof is crazy, but the concentration is unbelievably crazy because you did not recombine these and try to counteract the effects of just the oak presence on the whiskey. So not only is this a cask strength version of Blade and Bow 30, 1 year older, but it's also barrels that were not recombined, and you get so much more oak extraction. So that's the story with the Stitzel 31. Now, Blade and Bow 30 cask strength is still yet to come out this year, supposedly in the fall. My impression, my assumption, there's no factual basis for this. I would imagine it's the same stuff as this, just left at cask strength. If that's the case, then what you're going to have is a cask strength version of the recombined barrels versus a cask strength version of the non-combined barrels that were just mega shorties. So this will probably be oakier than whatever the cask strength version of this ends up being. That'll be a cool comparison at the end of the year. I don't think I'm enunciating, dude. I'm on it right now.
Slow.
Not even slow. Satch level's pretty good right now. We're 2 hours, 18 minutes in, and we're doing it. So, real quick, just a sip of the Blade and Bow 30. And that's incredible whiskey. Now it's time to move on to the Stitzel Reserve. Stitzel Reserve, $3,000 SRP. That's crazy. If you look at the label on the bottle, and if I could only have shown you the foil that came on this thing before I took it off, it was like a 50-cent foil put on this bottle. The packaging is fucking terrible, but I kind of think it's endearing for this bottle to be so bad with the label and the packaging. And the box I have up here, and it's cool. It's a black box. It's gold. But if you actually feel this box and the foam, which doesn't even make any sense how to get the bottle in and out. There's not like a track up here that's cut for you to get the top of the bottle out. You just have to fucking pry this thing in there and get it in. Not great. Not great at all. So packaging is a D- for Stitzel 31, but the $3,000 price tag is just for the liquid apparently. It's not for anything else. And I hope if anybody from Diageo sees this, I hope they laugh at that and they don't get offended because it's supposed to be funny. because the whiskey itself is kind of crazy. All right. So we're talking 163.2 proof, 31 years on the nose. It's like you soaked. Okay. It's like you go out and you get fresh cherries, and you get peaches, and you get strawberries, and you soak them in Everclear, and you just fucking put it on the stove and cook it down or something. Like, I don't even know, but you soak all of that in Everclear. There's a tanginess to this. There's a tangy, almost William LaRue Weller kind of orange note to it. It's antique-y. It's, you know, it's like you walk into an antique store, but the proof is so high that you still get a ton of fruit, a ton of fresh fruit on the nose. It smells incredible. It does crawl up your nose. It's very proofy. I think we've crossed over. Not yet. That was a big sip, though. Oh, God. Dude, I'm so warmed up for this, and it's still so hot. It's so hot. And Dan Shook called me a pussy for this. I think this whiskey is too hot. It's so good. I feel like I'm breathing fire. It's good. It's a one-of-one whiskey. I mean, and guys, on secondary, like for me to get this bottle, I paid $2,300, and I also traded a William Heaven Hill 19, right? So my eval on secondary was like $4,250. Nowadays, it's going for between $45,000 and $5,000, and it's a crazy price point. It truly is a one-of-one bourbon. I personally would be happier probably drinking, and I'm going to say something that's, I got the belches, I'm so sorry. This whiskey's crazy. I'm going to say something that's a higher price point, but I think I would rather pay up for one of these than snag this. I would rather get an old Bernheim Wheater from Willett. Like a B barrel, like B63. B63 blew my mind when I tried it at Willett. I know some people are very familiar with the C barrels. Even if it's not a Bernheim Wheater, like a 27-year Heaven Hill Willett, purple top. Those are all probably in like that $6,000 range. I'd probably rather just save my money. If I'm going to make a very stupid whiskey purchase, I would grab one of those than grabbing this, because it's just a little more palatable and it's a more well-rounded whiskey. This is a whiskey that is just going to, it will change your definition of like what whiskey can be. It's a paradigm shifting experience, but it's not an entirely positive experience, you know, because it's so proofy. Toshi, yes, you remember B63. That whiskey blew my mind. Second sip of this, much better. I can drink this much better on that second sip after I've gotten used to it. But it's not just the flavors that we need, you know, to discuss. It's also just the way it makes my body feel, because on that second sip it was easier on my palate, but it's like upsetting my stomach. It's that proofy, and it's hurting. Like as this goes down, it's hurting. So I don't think the juice is always worth the squeeze with some of these things. This is an extreme example. It's the highest proof and the oldest bourbon I've ever tasted and ever owned. That doesn't mean it's good. It is one of one. I would give it a very high rating, but that doesn't mean that I want to go grab this off the shelf and drink it. Like, I think whatever I get rid of this year, it'll probably get down to about this point on the bottle. You know, after I sample it out tonight, after I do Whiskey of the Year stuff, I'll probably have about a third of the bottle left, and that will last me years because I just can't drink that much of this stuff. It is the one chip challenge of whiskey. And anyone that's like, oh yeah, you're being a little bitch about it or whatever, like Dan Shook. Listen, dude, I just don't want to die. I'm trying not to die. Okay, guys, we're gonna cut super chats off. Let me get rid of. I'm 3 minutes late at this point. Let me get rid of the banner. Super chats are cut off. We will catch up here in just a second. We'll run the giveaway. 3 winners. So save up for a 4130 Will at 26 year. I have not heard of actually the 26 year. I've heard of the 27s. Probably just as good. I hate to suggest it, but add water. I will, Sam. I will do that on a different night. But yeah, it's better with water in my opinion. Heaven Hill 22 over SR1 31 at their price points. Yes, at the price points. Yes. If you don't take value into consideration, it's a different conversation. I've now seen you taste it 3 times on camera. Every time it looks painful, not enjoyable compared to Reveries, where I thought it went out of body. Yeah, I would agree. Like, I would rather drink the Reveries any day of the week than this stuff. You're blowing through that for 4,200. I did sell 4 ounces on secondary. I'm not going to lie. At my cost, I sold 4 ounces back on secondary. But besides those 4 ounces, yes, we are going to blow through this bottle. The whiskey can be hot and you can still be a pussy. No shame, Cam. Comment of the night. Let's go. Saturated, 68%. I actually think I'm doing pretty good, Joe, if I'm being honest. Articulation is good.
Articulation is good.
Speed's good. I think I'm doing okay right now.
You had a moment, but you pulled it back.
I pulled back after the moment. I had like an that was like 35 seconds, and I'm like, fuck. For the hospital Uber, did you get Nader Tot? Let's see, Nader Tot for the hospital Uber.
The last couple super chats.
Who was? Let's see, $2 to answer your email, says Stone Cold Steve. Steve, you just got to resend the email, man, because I don't even know what you're talking about. So just please resend it. I think Nader Tot's the only one you missed.
No, someone else, just Lee Wilmot. Just
Lee.
for 2, and we're cutting it off.
All right, Lee, we're cutting it off. No more super chats on here or on Venmo. Lee said, been messing you over the last few months. Lee, yeah, I'm sorry, man. Things got busy, and then I did not rise to the challenge. So this Stitzel 31, if I think about the SRP being $3,000, I don't hate the price considering there's only 176 of them. Joe, what do you think about this though? Like,
It's real good, but
I think it's like a 2,000.
I'd rather have a bottle of Lid, but they're
Yeah.
because I'm really enjoying drinking.
Yeah.
I want 6 ounces of that.
I agree. Yeah. I think they could have released this in like a smaller format.
Yeah, that
And-
would have been 375 of that would have been sick.
Yeah. Like $1,000 375 of this, I think I would be like, yes, that makes sense.
I'm all over.
Yeah.
Even 1,500. Like
1,500,
so
yeah.
unique. But I don't want a full bottle.
Yeah, you don't need a full bottle. Like because it's gonna last. Yeah, that's the thing. The difference between thinking about this at 3,000 versus a half bottle at 1,500, it's like it's the same exact price point, but in my head it's different.
Because it's an experience.
Because I don't need to drink a full bottle of this. I never need to drink this. And if I wasn't sharing this to buy a full bottle of this, I'm like, it's gonna last me 10 years. Like when am I gonna come back to this bottle? Yeah, I don't know. Okay. It does get easier to drink. I'd rather drink Blade and Boat 30. Sam, I know it's half MSRP. I'm saying like there's a perception difference for me at $1,500 for the half bottle versus $3,000 for the full if I found it at those SRPs. It's just a perception thing. Like, I'd rather only spend the $1,500 on the half bottle, and I'd feel better about that than shelling out $3,000 for this, because once I crack that half bottle and realize that I'm never gonna go back to this, like I'm gonna do it like twice a year, and then if a buddy comes over that I really wanna like give him a cool experience, try this bottle, that half bottle is all I would need. And I will probably exactly say the same thing about Bleeding Mo Cask Strength later this year, although I am hopeful that it's gonna have maybe less craziness, even though the proof is just as high because the barrels were recombined. I'm imagining it's coming from the same recombined barrels as this. Maybe the profile is more approachable. I don't know. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We have to wrap up the super chats. I have a lot of Venmos to get to. I gotta go take a leak. So Joe is on duty right now for about 2 minutes.
Where's Mike?
While I run upstairs. Mike, you still here, bro? Jump on and hang out with Joe. I'm gonna go take a leak. I'll be back. We'll run the giveaway. Spinning. Do you see that? Oh, I'm back now. Did you not see that?
Yeah, you're frozen on stream.
Am I?
Did you switch?
No. I'm gonna take my phone off because I'm gonna go pee. I was like, oh no, did the stream die? I'll be right back. Joe will keep you company. Oh my god, I fell. I tried to skip steps. Too much Stitzel to skip steps. All right, now I just have to not fall down the steps.
Careful. Don't die.
Holy crap. All right, we are back. We lost 20 people, and that's okay. That's okay. They didn't need to be here anyways. So, I'll get these final Venmos in.
Yeah.
Sorry to leave you guys hanging after Ernest W. But we do have, let's see, Cody Boatwright is in for 4. Thank you, Cody. Said a nut emoji and a water emoji. So, okay. Peter Fasciano, what's up, man? Hey, I have samples coming your way. And for 10, thank you, Peter. I'm excited to send you some fun things. Peter said live stream. Patrick Sutherland is in for 1 entry with a period there. Thank you, Patrick. Matthew, I'm not going to say your last name right. Matthew C. in for 3. Says, looks like a great giveaway. I'm in for 3. Thank you, man. We've got Joseph P. I'm also not going to say your last name correctly. In for 5. Says entry. Thank you, Joseph. I have like 8 more here. Daniel Wesley. In for 1. Thank you, Daniel. Lawrence, Team Vanilla. In for 5. Said Madeline's 529 Education Fund or CGF. Hope you're well. Thank you, Lawrence. Had a moment there, Joe. James Preston is in for 8. Thank you, Mr. Prestex. Says, let's get some blinds going. Maybe not tonight, but I'm going to do some pop-up lives, like, Tuesday, Wednesday night stuff that I was doing for, blind tastings. I'm going to do some blind flights on those coming up. Adam Taylor in for 5 says CGF Fund. Thank you guys for the CGF Fund. I appreciate that. Leo, local Leo, in for 3 says Sample Madness. Cheers, Cam. Thank you, Leo. We have 3 more. Yong Lee in for 10. Guys, stop super chatting. Cameron, don't super chat. We'll get you, though. Yong Lee is in for 10. Said little party emoji. Morgan O'Neill in for 8. Said CGF Fund. Thank you, Morgan. And finally, the last one I have here on my business Venmo is Christopher Coleman in for 2. Said cheers. And now I'm going to get Cameron K from the live stream up on the screen now. In for 2. Thank you, Cameron. And nice name. Now let me check my other PayPal and Venmo accounts just to be sure before we do this final drawing here. So yeah, listen, as far as Stitzel 31 goes, why do you have Nanny up here, dude? Why'd you do this? I know, I saw the fucking thing on the screen when I was peeing. Diabolical. No, Cameron, you're not past the deadline. You were past the deadline, but you're good. We got you. We got you. Uh-huh. Okay, now Joe's just messing with us. All right, Joe, I'll put you in for one more. Stop super chatting. Stop it. All right, I'm going to check my other accounts. So yeah, as far as Stitzel 31 goes, for a rating on this whiskey, I think it's probably like a 97. And that is, I don't know, I mean, that's really high. A 97 is trying to take into account the fact that I can't reach for that all the time. I don't want to drink it all the time. It's a special occasion thing. If I was really being critical on it, I would actually rate it lower because I think it is actually held back by the proof. It should be proofed down, that whiskey. All right, I did miss one on PayPal here. Anthony I. in for 4. Said probably a donation, but what the heck? Thanks, man. Yeah. Well, listen, there's a lot of super chats tonight for this sample pack. So you would not be alone, and I appreciate everybody's support sincerely tonight. This is, this is crazy. And the sample pack is, with the Stitzel, I know that people are going to try to get their hands on it. All right, I have a couple last-minute Venmos here. I have Brett in for 5. Brett said, little gas emoji. Marshall, who sent in the Crittendens Double Oak in for 5, said cheers. And then Greg Y, last super chat of the night, in for 1. So there we go. We have everybody here. Pink Dan, would it be a 97 if you had rated it blind and didn't know it existed? If not, what would you rate it? That's a good question, Dan. And the problem is, now that I know what it is, if I put it in end of the year blinds, I will always know what it is. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. I would probably still put it in that 96 to 98 range. All right. Did I miss anyone? Yeah. Yeah, we should be good. Did I get Lynn?
389. So close.
Did we get Glocks earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Glocks. Okay. 389. That's crazy.
Well, you said 400. You had to chug.
400
was a. Yeah, so close.
We did say 400 super chats before Joe gets to chug Blade and Bow 30 again, and
Next time
we're at 389. So there we go. All right, let's spin it. Mike said, "Good to see you back on, Mr. Cam. Hope you had fun." Mike, it was a great night. Glad you were jumping in, dude. Last sip of the Stitzel before we do the drawing. Man, it's a challenging sip. Okay, I need to share my screen now. Oh, Joe, man. It's got a vengeance.
I think you are a little bit of a pussy.
It's a lot, man.
It is a lot.
It just,
but it's not like.
I have it's like, it's not on my palate. It's my stomach. It's like my stomach that is like, what the fuck are you doing
You
to me?
drank a lot more whiskey than I did tonight.
But I just also, my stomach from doing this,
Yeah.
not just tonight, like any night, I just don't want that proof in my, it's not here. Like this is extreme, but it's once it gets into my stomach that it's like, man, my body just did not want that. But I am being a little bit of a pussy for sure.
Now, if you didn't have that, how would you feel about it?
If I didn't have
That,
my stomach being,
because I don't get any of it.
yeah, that's crazy. And Sarah's like that too. Sarah has never had like stomach problems. Yeah, I beat
You are
this.
a glutton.
I'm gonna try one more little sip because I'm curious. But Sarah's never had that. Like even, I think for me, it's just a buildup of drinking so much whiskey over the years, which is not good, obviously. And I have a very like my gut brain thing.
Yeah.
If I'm like nervous on stage, my stomach's upset. You know what I'm saying? So my stomach's just very sensitive to just outside factors. Because palate, it is a lot up front, but it then, now it's good. Like first 2 seconds is crazy, now it's good. And now it's starting to hit my stomach where I'm like, oh my God. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna copy everybody's names in. We have from Tom Lonzo all the way down to Greg Y. We have 389 entries. Let me throw random.org in here. List randomizer. We will spin it 7 times as we always have. Random.org. You guys can see it. Paste it in. Greg Y all the way up to Tom L. And there we go. 7 spins. 1. There'll be 3 winners, no duplicate winners. 2 and 3. So what I'll do is I'll put my email in here. If you win, please email me. Let me know you won, and I need your mailing address. 4, 5, 6. Here is the final spin. 7. Terry with the win!
Terry time!
Terry, Lance Adams, and Al Maloney with Toshi in 4th, then Claire, and then Ben. Wow, Terry had just a couple like individual super chats. All right, guys, Terry, Lance Adams, and Al Maloney. I will get your info. So let me put this in the chat here. Drums and Drams at gmail.com. It's Terry time. There we go. Thank you guys for all the support tonight and hanging out. I mean, it's been a while, and content is coming back on Monday. So there we go. Wow. Please be sure to send me an email. There you go. Mailing address. Remind me that you won. Let me take a picture of the screen just so I don't forget. Guys, everybody shout Joe out right now for being here and tracking super chats and hanging out and just chugging whiskey, but not exactly, but almost chugging whiskey.
You're just worried that Courtney's still watching.
No, I'm not worried at all. Dude, Saturday, I can't wait to go to Gamut for brunch. Sarah was like, yeah, it's so Saturday, we're going to do brunch. I'm like, we're going to do brunch? Okay.
It was nice to have Sarah and Courtney.
I know, right? Lance says, wow, I won. There you go, man. Email me, please, and send me your address. There we go. Then we got Al, and I think I already have Al's info, but we'll see. Cheers, guys. It was a great night tonight. I don't really know how to wrap this thing up. There's so much whiskey on the table, it's not even funny. I'll take a little sip of nanny off the top. Cheers, have a good night. Hit that like button on your way out. Thanks for hanging. A lot of profanity, a lot of inside jokes. Mike popped on stream. Join the Patreon. If you don't know what's going on, just join the Patreon, jump in the Discord. You'll figure it out. Cheers, have a good night, and I'll see you guys soon.